So,
what's going on with you, fam?
I'm chilling, man. Hey, yo, I just bought me some zebra cakes. You remember zebra cakes?
Yeah, man.
Hey, yo, I ain't had this shit in years.
Fire.
Yo, yo, I took a first bite, bruh.
Boy, Kratos is in the house.
Jay, what up, man?
What's going on, y'all?
Yo, Kratos, man, let's let the people know that I won one of them consoles that you're giving away, man. You know what I mean? Let people know, man. What's up,
man? Nah, I'll announce a winner probably after this.
I told this man, Jay, I said, bro, just sell me that controller, bro. That's all I need.
I'm gonna give it a stack, bro. I ain't gonna buy a console next year. I'm waiting for Kratos giveaways. Yeah, free my money.
I hear you, man.
Bro, they're going to change the name of this they're going to change the name of this to the Pony Will Podcast.
You already know.
Oh man.
Oh,
man.
Listen, we're not dealing with no Xbox slander tonight.
All right.
Look, you got Jabbar in here and you got me. You already know what time it is.
Oh man, this man gonna be in here giving away. This man gonna be in here giving away PlayStations.
I'm speaking from my heart today, man.
Hey, Fame, how many people then came to the dark side in the last 2 weeks?
Bro, it's
shattering,
rampant, bro.
Yeah,
but listen, at this point, if you ain't gaming on PlayStation, you're not really gaming.
Yeah,
you're not respecting it.
They done endorsed the podcast
because I don't know what you playing. Like if you ain't, I mean, yes, State of Decay 2 talk about the drop, but if you ain't got a PS4, like what are you playing right now? Honestly,
services pretty much. Services.
They ain't playing shit. Yo, bitch, that's why my man Kids Move. Bitch, my man Kids Move out here playing Saint Row 2, my nigga. This is
yo, chill, G.
Hey, yo, I'm speaking from my heart today, man. Listen, BG sent me the message. I was like, yo, BG, you understand what's gonna happen here, right? You know what I mean?
Oh man, we got Jack now.
You already know.
Uh-oh.
The Pony Commissioner's here.
You already know, man.
Yeah, y'all might as well go and change this to the Pony Podcast right now.
It's not like we having and telling these dudes like, listen, man, it's got the reason why I'm so upset with Xbox is because I bought like 3 of these shits. You understand me? I spent more money on Xbox than PlayStation, and it's not even my preferred platform. I'm listening to Phil Spencer and all these dudes telling me, yeah, it's gonna get better. Games is coming. We're doubling down the first part. I'm over here buying controller. I bought every iteration of the Xbox One controller. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man.
You a fan, baby. You a fan. You know.
Nah, man. Then when they was dropping that X and I had the S, I was like, listen, something ain't adding up here, man. Something's not adding up. I'm spending all this money here. And I played one game the whole year, Quantum Break. I was like, I'm done. I'm gone. I hightailed it out of there. I said, gone.
Look, I got dudes telling me that it's not about the games; it's about the hardware and the ecosystem.
Man, it's about the games.
They actually using that. They actually
yeah. They say it's not about the games; it's about the hardware.
Only Xbox niggas is saying that shit. Only Xbox people saying that.
Hold on, bro. They call it them. That's some fanboys, them zealous, bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying
real dudes ain't saying that.
I'm saying the fan. When I'm speaking, I'm talking about the fanboys. But if you look at the fan bases, it's only these guys are saying.
But listen, before y'all go any further, y'all got to give us our props on the Xbox side for having the better movies, the better features.
You're right.
Black Panther.
Y'all got the Black Panther exclusive.
Best place to watch movies, B. Best place to watch movies, B. Give us some props over there.
Yeah.
Right? When you turn off your game and you want to watch a movie, I hope you got an Xbox.
What is that doing? That's not even helping the sales of the shit.
That's giving you the best 2 hours after you done gaming for like 5 or 10 hours. Right there.
You know what I mean? PS2, when that joint was a DVD player, that joint was actually helping the sales. Blu-ray player is not helping the sales of this motherfucker. It's still not selling good.
Yeah, man. But again, the narrative has changed, right? It has changed from. Think about it. The majority, probably everybody on this panel right now, buy the consoles to play games. Fact. Everything else that comes with it is gravy. I mean, it's the side dish, but it would never be the main piece. But these guys are here. Oh wow, man! I've never seen this in 4 years of the whole console war, whatever that's going on or whatever. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, and I think I want to blame Phil Spencer and all of those executives feeding this stuff to these guys,
giving y'all the fried string beans.
Well, I will blame it on Don Matrick for taking that 1 gig away. That's what started it. I mean, the 792p scandal is what started this whole thing going left.
That's true, but come on. I mean,
I'm gonna keep it funky though. I'm gonna keep it funky. This is for Phil though. Phil been in power what 3-4 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
And a good AAA title take about a good 3-4 years. So if he don't start dropping bombs E3, that's it for Phil.
Hey, hold on.
I will legit give him a blame.
I think E3 is gonna have something, but we're gonna have to wait till like the next console.
Next generation.
Listen. Killer Phil got this. I'm waiting for Smooth to come in because the pony power is too high right now. So
listen, we spreading it.
Yeah, we need the best spot here. We need the best
Yo,
spot.
like once God of War hit, I was like hashtag giddy up, fam.
Hey man,
Giddy up.
I need you should.
Listen,
Jimmy and Smooth to hold it down for Xbox.
I got it.
That God of War is powerful though.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I assume, right? I had already said before, I think God of War is gonna get maybe a 90, 91, maybe, but I know people gaming standards are pretty high on this, and any little thing that they miss out or they mess up on, they're gonna get criticized hard and heavy. But when I saw BG playing it and giving it rave reviews, that's when I knew, because I mean, come on, he pretty much damn near every game don't live up to his standards. And then when he gave it the standards, the thumbs up, then I knew that game was.
He's a gaming god.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
The gaming god likes God of War. I mean, that's putting 2 and 2 together, man. You know.
Yeah, my authority reigns.
Everybody beat that game yet? Everybody beat it?
No,
I beat it twice.
I'm working on the game, but bragging about it
last night.
I'm working on the platinum now.
I beat it last night, man.
Us elite gamers is beating it on the hardest difficulty. So
I beat it on the hardest my second playthrough because I had a review copy and I just played that one regularly, and then I played it on my account. I played it hard, but when I say it's hard, man, it's hard. I died probably 20 times each fight. But
I played it on Give Me a Challenge, and I was like, I was down a lot on that mode too. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna play on Give Me God of War soon.
Anybody platinum it yet?
No.
Yeah, platinum.
Jack has.
Jack did. Jack.
So anybody who's beat the game but you haven't went back home yet, go back home.
Messing out, yeah.
You
ain't finished it yet, really.
Yeah, you ain't really. Yeah, you far from.
Yo, that's why I love PlayStation exclusives. They even give you subliminals.
Yes.
In their games.
On what's coming next. Yeah.
What else? Is today? I think today might be Smooth's birthday too.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it's his birthday, man. Shout out
to a lot of people's birthday.
Yeah.
That's my man, Smooth, man, playing that Saint Row 2.
That was the last good Saints Row game,
That was today? He streamed it or something?
Nah, I seen him put up pics and stuff. He's like, yo, I'm hyped for this Saint Row 2. Can it be enhanced? I was like, yo, this is getting bad.
Struggle is real.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a sensitive time, B.
Oh man.
Hey man. Yeah, let's get to these do these intros. All right, Fame.
Yo, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment from TICGN.com. I'm one of the content directors over there. Run a podcast every other Wednesday, WXP Podcast. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys check out TICGN.com.
All right. J-Dub.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy J-Dub, a.k.a. Kratos, the god of PlayStation and all things gaming. I'm here on Weapon Wheel Podcast. Let's get it.
Barry.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Jay Barry. Definitely appreciate the invite. The best lisp on YouTube is here. You understand me?
Yeah, G.
I know when I speak, people are like, does he have a lisp? Like, no shit, Sherlock. The fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, Barry, you still live in that third world country called the Bronx? Or
oh my god! Don't let me take the train or drive down there, my bro.
All right, good luck, my nigga.
Yeah, you see the problem with BG and Jimmy. Just because a few white people had moved into their borough and they cleaned it up, they want to brag now. You know what I mean? 5-10 years ago, they wasn't bragging about shit. The L train was horrible. All that was just horrible. You know,
you gonna have to drive like 3 hours to get here.
Hey man, I'm uppity now. They done gentrified us. I'm uppity. I'm gonna talk shit.
Oh man.
Jack move.
What's good, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great week and a good Sunday. How's everybody doing today?
Jimmy,
Doing good.
Hey, what's up, man? J Mega Games, man. I beat God of War. Yeah.
All right.
Yo, last time I was here, me and Jack moved. That's I was like, yeah, I got banned off of Weapon Wheel podcast, and me and Jack moved got into it my first time coming on here.
Then that was the last
me
time
and Jack moved cool.
Wait a minute, that was the last time you was on here?
That was the first and last time, bro.
Damn.
You did come in and try to disrespect PlayStation. That's not going to happen, bro.
Oh, gee. I was just being a smart ass, low key.
Yeah, me and Fame been cool ever since then. That's crazy.
Jack
that's real sweet.
We did some podcasts since then. I thought you had been on here since then. That's crazy.
Nah, it was only once. I don't even remember what y'all was arguing over.
I don't even remember though.
They're talking about like big budget game or something.
I forgot about it, but whoever run the Weapon Wheel memes found it and posted it on Twitter. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
but nah, that's not why you weren't on. I just had a lot.
Oh yeah, we noticed.
That wasn't it. All right, that's everybody. So we're gonna start off with something real difficult. Patreon, one gotta go. This is from I forgot his name. I ain't
Tony
writing
plays
down.
games.
Yeah, Tony plays games. One gotta go. Sony Santa Monica, Rockstar, Naughty Dog.
Y'all ain't gonna like my answer.
I'm gonna keep it funky.
That Rockstar gotta go
out of there.
Honestly, you know what's fucked up? It's like all these. Okay, this is what's fucked. Okay, my two favorite franchises in gaming is God of War and Uncharted. So like, but I fuck with Jack. GTA heavy though. That's
Jack. Can I speak to you for a second?
What's up, fam? What's up, fam?
Yo, I need you to speak from your heart, bro. Give them the answer.
No, bro.
They only make a game once a decade, bro. You can deal with that.
But no, they just got like this though. PS2 era, they was putting out some bangers, bro.
How many games have they put out this generation? Come on now.
This generation, none. Like
exactly.
Damn, bro. We talking about man.
You ain't gonna get another game from them 2 generations until 2 generations from now.
Can you live without another Last of Us or Uncharted?
Nope.
Now the only one that can't go. That's the thing. Like they all live. Santa Monica.
You got 5 more God of Wars coming. Come on.
The reason I'm leaning towards keeping Santa Monica as well is because they do a lot of X-Dev for like a lot of games that come out on PlayStation. Like
they publish a lot of indies too.
Yeah, they do. Fuck. If I'm being honest, see, I don't want this to be the Pony Wheel podcast. Listen, I gotta get rid of Rockstar, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
it's like that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I fuck with you. Oh man.
There you go.
Damn. I had to speak from my heart, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
There you go.
Speak from your heart, man. That's what we're doing. So we're speaking from our heart today, man.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of crazy shit that been going on this week. Listen. Go ahead.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Man, Rockstar out of here, G.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plead the fifth on this one. I'll be real with you.
Man.
I can't do it.
Yeah. No, they're Rockstar.
It's either Rockstar or Santa Monica, bro. You ain't getting.
Come on, let's be real here, BG. Get them what they want, man.
To me, it's like if you get rid of the studio, that means you getting rid of all the games. They like GTA 3 was GTA 3 was an important part of my life before Uncharted was ever a thing.
Oh, that's a good point, though. What? But what
have you done for me lately? Is all that matters.
You just add a different element to the question. I didn't know you was going that deep into the whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I got like an emotional, sentimental connection with Rockstar because that GTA 3 commercial with the opera that stings in my heart.
What about Crash Team Racing? Oh, you fuck with that, right?
Oh, you right.
Hey, see, that's Naughty Dog. See,
it's all about San Andreas Grove Street, bitch.
Yeah, San Andreas almost made me fail a couple of classes in college. It was kind of crazy.
San Andreas was the shit, bro. Damn, bitch. Mm-hmm. This ain't no good. This is difficult, bro. I ain't gonna even lie.
So who asked this question again? Yo, Tony, come on, bro. What are you doing out here?
He had to throw like 3-4-3 or something in there to make it easy or some shit.
Yo, that's the real fame we talking to right now. Exactly.
Put something, I don't know, man. That's wild.
Again, Rockstar
might have to go.
Give you a game once a decade. Guess what? I do way more gaming than just once a decade.
Because Santa Monica only actually developed God of War. They published some other games, right? What the nigga? You said you wasn't coming. This nigga, man.
Is that Bond, bro?
Here we go.
He only gonna just pop in and probably.
He said he had a hockey game or something.
Yeah, he about to just
probably at the playoff game.
Listen, Bond felt the ponyism in here, and he's like, he got to talk about his PS4 because that man came on home. That man came on home.
I gave Bond the contracts. He signed the contracts.
Oh, he signed the contract? That's my man Jada holding
it. He got his God of War Collector's Edition. In the mail.
No matter how
him and Albert Pinello, you got both of them, huh?
Listen, you can take a bus, a cab, you could drive home as long as you get home. That's all that matters, man.
The writing on this contract says I'm entitled to 3 free games from each of you per month.
Woo! Oh man! You signed the wrong contract, right?
Hey, and you will get those games on PS.
You gotta go over this contract.
Online also, so I need that covered in my contract as well.
Oh man!
The online, we can take it online, but
he's just gonna be God of War and then take it back. That's all he.
Oh man, pulling the bear. Oh
maybe Spider-Man, and then after that.
Well, Baron didn't even buy it yet, did he?
Nah.
Is he gonna buy it?
Nah,
of course not, man.
Don't count on it. He ain't buying it.
Yeah.
Wow. And
BG, the community looking at you too, man. They look at where they're going to throw that PlayStation. But I say,
you gotta do that.
I say, don't do it, bro. Let's get them mad. You know what I mean? Don't throw that joint out there. You gotta keep that joint nice.
Oh, by the way, Bond's mic is low because he's at like the hockey game or something. He on his phone, so that his mic gonna be low. I already turned him
on. I'm at WWE Backlash while broke doctors are having food poisoning.
All right. So I came, so I made a little profit. See, people be saying Xbox, ain't making no money. But Xbox made me money because that Xbox One X I bought for $300, I was able to sell it for $425.
Who you finesse?
Damn.
This man.
This gonna be a great podcast today, bro.
Yo, BG, you didn't even wait for State of Decay too.
I realized it's not worth it just for State of Decay, man.
This shit wild, dog.
I thought we was gonna have game night. Everybody was gonna be on Xbox. Come on.
Oh man.
We was about to get Jack on Xbox. Oh man.
Oh man.
To keep it fun, like if you got a PC, BG, what was you doing with the Xbox anyway?
Because the Windows Store's trash, so I was like, it's it could be worth it.
I can deal with a Windows Store, man. I ain't buying no Xbox.
But then something hit me, and it's like, nah, it's not. And I put that thing on eBay, and I put it on eBay because I'm thinking like, these Xbox, everybody's selling the Xbox One X's, like it appears, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking it's gonna be hard getting rid of this at this time. I put it on 10 days because on eBay you can sell it for like 3 days, put it up for auction 3 days, 5 days, 10. I put it for 10, right? And I put a buy now price. It sold in an hour, dog.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Niggas like, nah, give me that right now. I was like, wow.
So folks ain't trying to pay $500. If you're gonna get it, folks weren't trying to pay no $500. It's ridiculous.
So yeah, got a little come up. Shout out to Xbox.
How long you had it? BG?
A week and a half.
Oh man,
what games he played on there?
Oh man, whatever. I played. I didn't buy no game because Microsoft give you every reason not to buy no games with their services. They got amazing services.
Software is what made the money, man. They ain't give you no reason to buy them. But go ahead, BG.
They got amazing services, man. So I just took advantage of Xbox Game Pass, tried out the backwards compatibility, and that was it.
Damn. What games he playing on backwards compatibility?
Just Dead Space 2, and it was one other thing. But I was like, yo, I can't. Why am I playing old games when I got this new shiny brand new game that just came out? Like
BG turning full pony, bro. Y'all heard this?
Listen.
It's crazy.
Preach.
Not only did he sell the Xbox and take a loss, he flipped it and got money off of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you should have never bought in the first place. I told BG. Everybody was like, "Hey, BG, welcome to the Xbox Nation or whatever they was calling it." I said, "BG, don't buy that shit. Respect gaming."
Oh man! Y'all gonna fill out in 2 weeks when we all running around here playing State of Decay 2, saying,
"Hey, Jimmy,
that's fire, bro."
Jimmy, don't let him talk.
Y'all stuck together like glue.
Y'all gonna be feeling bad. Y'all like, damn, we beat God of War. Look at these dudes over there with the Xbox enjoying State of Decay. Look at us now.
We got an important question. Right? People starting to step on my man Phil's neck, right? So here's simple: has Phil Spencer's time to prove himself to deliver games passed, or is it still fair for him to have some more time?
I think he needs another year.
Nah. People don't realize, right? Even when Dumb Matrix was there, Phil was in charge of games. He was basically Dumb Matrix right hand man. Don't act like he was somewhere not doing anything. He wasn't attached to that failure. He was part of that failure. They should have gutted the whole thing and hired all new employees. This is why this last 4 to 5 years has been prolonged agony in getting games and quality of games. And it's not going to stop within the next 2 years. I hope y'all know it. This is it. It is what it is.
Here's the way I mean, they can't release another Xbox and not have a lineup for it, at least like coming down the pipeline. I mean, people are not going to see that and be like, oh, I'm going to buy another Xbox. They're not going to go for that.
So, Jimmy, it's going to take you mean to tell me in order to fix the problem that they have, you're going to have to spend yet another $500.
More than, I'm be honest, more than likely, yeah, that's the real.
No, that's over $2,000 worth of consoles just to get.
I agree, but that's the real answer. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, that's the real answer.
Now, Phil Spencer got this shit. Like I said before, man, he been in power about 3-4 years. That's around longer take for you really be dropping some games. So he got it to this year to at minimum show us what's coming.
But they were trying, but they're having games that they were having a look. I'm gonna be honest. The Connect messed them up with their game lineup. Like they're having problems with Crackdown, Scalebound. Fable got canceled. I mean, there was a lot of issues they were having. Now the Xbox One X is there. They have the hardware. Now they can focus on the games. Remember, the Xbox One X came out in November. Listen, so the games are gonna come.
Last generation. When Sony
what year are we in the generation, man? Like
I know, but remember, the X literally just came out in November.
Okay, so y'all forgetting that last generation. When PlayStation failed for the first 3 years, they didn't have Rumble in the controller. They barely had any content.
But remember, they didn't catch up until the end of the PS3.
I get that, right? But they were able to turn it around after 2.5 to 3 years and still be able to come back. They were able to do that. We're going on 4 or 5 years now. You mean to tell me it's going to take another 2 to 3 years to get it together? Why should I don't get it. I ain't giving them no pass. I ain't giving no pass.
I mean, they had a lot of problems with the hardware, man. This was like they had like a lot of things that they thought was going to be okay, and it turned out to not be okay, and they have to like turn this around. It's going to take another console from the
problem with that, Jimmy, is that the hardware division and the software division are two separate divisions of Xbox. The people who make the hardware are not making games.
That's true. But like I said, the Kinect messed them up because that was causing those games do not have parity with each other. Like that's why you saw the 792 and the 900p, and then those arguments started, and then people started catching on to that, and then it went from that to now the 4K and
they got the world's most powerful console now, Jimmy. They got the world's most powerful console. Now what? You got Nintendo Switch.
It just came out in November.
I get that, but you got Nintendo Switch coming right now.
That's not a proper excuse because this thing was planned. The Xbox One X was planned.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Making games also is something that you got to plan for. You telling me that, you know what?
How long did God of War take to make? How long did God of War take to make? Now we're going to have to start. Let's make a point. Let's make a point.
5 years.
All right. So how long has the Xbox One X been out?
They ain't about, but what
was they doing for 5 years while Sony was making all these games and all this stuff?
They were trying to games. They were having problems with them.
No, listen, 5 years. Phil said
God of War was being developed. A Pro came out. The Slim came out. VR came out.
Yep.
What you talking about? You giving an excuse? Oh, the X just came out. All right, now we're going to start developing games.
Look, Phil Spencer said. He said, "Look, it took us time. We got the hardware right, and then we got our services right, and now we're working on the games." These dudes are taking like years to do one thing. Like they can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Well, remember, let's stay on track here. Let's stay on track here for 1 second.
Yeah.
You do have to remember that Xbox doesn't have the talent that PlayStation have. So even when they release games, we get to a point of the quality of the game. Because remember, State of Decay is coming out in 3 weeks, and you guys are just like not even giving this game a chance already.
Oh, I'm ready for that game.
A lot of people are bashing the game like they played it.
Hey, yo, to answer BG's question, though, is Killer Phil done? Hell yeah, he's done. You know why? Because Killer Phil has changed the narrative of how gamers are thinking about console platforms. These guys are coming out saying the games don't define the console. These guys are saying that the most weirdest shit out the blue because of this dude Phil Spencer. Exclusives don't matter. It's about the multi-plat.
Here's the thing: Phil ain't going nowhere. Phil sit at the table of Microsoft. Now he ain't going nowhere.
I gotta stop y'all and tell y'all something. Like, this is the problem with like PlayStation and Xbox people. If these are the strong points of the console and fans of the console are bringing those strong points up, you can't get mad at them for being happy with that.
No, listen.
They're taking whatever good they could get out of all the shit that we got over here. As far as like,
I feel
you can't make definitive statements like games doesn't define the console. That's crazy.
That's reckless.
No, well, that's
talking about
going too far.
In the comments.
Yo, happy birthday, Best Buy.
Happy birthday, fam.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up?
Happy birthday, man.
Hey, Smooth, they ain't here talking crazy about Xbox, bro.
As always, man. So Smooth, the topic we were on is Killer Phil's time up? Like, has he had enough time to prove himself, or does he still deserve more? And then we were moving into do games define consoles?
Well, all right. Obviously,
let's hear this.
Games define gaming consoles, but at the end of the day, how I look at it nowadays is that when you look at gaming consoles, it's like, okay, games is obvious. Games will always be there. Now, what else does your platform do that sets itself apart? So I don't shy away from that notion. And what helps the console sets itself apart, other than the games, which is obvious, is some of the added stuff that it does, whether it's features, whether how powerful it is, or whatever they do to make it different from the other platforms that's out there, other than the games, which should be a normal thing. As far as Phil Spencer time is up. He did his job, meaning what he set there to do. Now is in the next 24 to 48 months, we're going to start to reap the true benefits of it, because Phil Spencer already got to a point where he needs to be, where Xbox needs to thrive. You got Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, the gamer, in the financial seat. So the money will start trickling down. The IPs are coming. Those sequels that we've been asking for are coming. But you just have to have patience. If you ain't got the patience, you're just going to have to move on for another year or so.
Smooth. Let's knock it off, man. Let's knock it off.
Ain't nothing to knock off. You wanted the truth. I gave you the truth.
It's about to go 5 years in this generation right now. And
5 years in the generation. That's why I said it's about to start coming off. All right. So what? We got 20. I believe 2018, 2019. We should see really what Phil Spencer.
That's not the thing. Is the difference is what you're saying is you're doing make believes and what ifs. I think you don't know. That's the problem.
Well, what am I supposed to go with? You want me to
wait to come and come? Wait to come and come.
He's the plan. Phil Spencer, he's ahead. He's not telling you what's coming. Everybody talk about Xbox is always, what if Xbox does this? I think if Xbox, when people talk about PlayStation, this is coming out next year. This is coming out at the end of the year. This is because we know what's going on. You don't know what the hell is going on.
Spider-Man?
Smooth. For 4 years now, we've been hearing stuff talking about the cloud, right? We've been talking about cloud power. The secret sauce, the DX12, and all this stuff that was supposed to magically transfer.
I don't remember Microsoft ever mentioned the word secret sauce.
I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, you know what I mean.
No,
DX12 was supposed to do all this magical stuff.
Pulling up from stuff from Microsoft and pulling stuff from Xbox fanboys. There's a difference. When every time Microsoft mentioned
power and all that stuff,
they told you what DirectX 12 was. Every time they told you about cloud computing, they told you what cloud computing is capable of and what to expect. Microsoft never mentioned secret sauce.
Where is the fruition of that? Is all I'm asking.
The cloud gaming, you know, half the stuff we do in Resolve of gaming and online is like all cloud based, but
it's a data center. Yeah, it's in a data center. You guys
expecting, but we're talking about you guys expecting cloud to produce 60 frames per second and 4K resolution. That's not what it is.
Did Microsoft not say that with the cloud, the Xbox One can be more powerful than 360 Xbox 360s? Did they not say that?
Had the compatibility. They could anything using the cloud has that same capability if they use it right.
But what I'm asking is, when are they going to use it? Are they waiting for some like
Crackdown 3? There you go.
Yeah, but you guys are confusing something. You guys are talking about hardware versus games. You guys are saying they have no games, but then y'all start talking about hardware things.
No. This wraps into games, right? And back to what Fame said, right? All of this stuff kind of came to fruition, into a head.
Why are we still talking about this stuff? Really, like
no, because that's going to be the next big game that come out from Microsoft, right? This summer.
And Crackdown supposed to be that game that you supposed to really.
Yes.
But we already know about Crackdown, man. See, y'all lining it up. We already know Crackdown is not going to be that
mediocre. Mediocre, but it's going to get the excuse because on Game Pass.
We already know. I'm legit expecting State of Decay to be better.
Games don't get an excuse because they're on Game Pass. Game Pass gives you an excuse to try the game. It doesn't give you an excuse of the game being bad or not.
I've heard many people talking about what's the name, State of Decay 2 and how the co-op is and how the game is looking. Sea of Thieves. They'd be like, well, you know what? I mean, I don't have an issue with it because it's on Game Pass, $10.
Yeah.
No, that's a bad mindset.
Too.
It makes people content.
It's being put up to super high standards for a $30 game.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Yes, but listen,
$30 game, guys.
The developer itself said that this game
we're coming off of God of War, and you're expecting State of Decay 2 to be
smooth.
Like that title.
How much Hellblade costs?
So Hellblade is not that great. It looks good. It's not that great. Overrated.
Bro, Hellblade.
No, y'all cannot say Hellblade plays like a full $60 game.
I'm talking about the quality. If you look
at
$30
State of Decay be on the level.
Quality.
It's a $30 game. It's a $30 game.
People's like, oh, but State of Decay always had janky animations. Like the sequel can't get better. You know what I mean? Like they're so content with
the developer.
The sequel is better.
The developer said,
why are you guys
Eurogamer and GameSpot though? Like to me, would I play that from not what I played because I didn't. Unfortunately, I had to watch it from what I seen at PAX East. And from what I know, the game by default has already improved from what you got in State of Decay 1. It's a better game, but a lot of people like to run their opinions off the opinions of credible gaming outlets, media outlets.
But
off two, even though there was several reports of previews came out, only people ran with two.
Smooth, let me ask you this, brother.
I wonder why.
Let me ask you this. What has Microsoft given you within the last 12 months that gives you confidence that they will be able to...
nigga, I'm a consumer.
Listen,
like I buy game, I play like what do I need? Why do I need to have
listen, but because you're sitting here, you haven't
answer the question.
You're talking about talking about State of Decay 2, right? We're talking about State of Decay 2.
What kind of answer is that?
You haven't played that game.
Yo, bro,
you're trying to damage control it already.
I'm not damage controlling. Why do I need confidence in Xbox? If Xbox
this game has improved already. This game has improved. I mean,
what is there to prove?
I'm just saying.
What is there to prove?
I'm just saying. What
I feel like
have they shown you?
People that only play exclusive games, high quality exclusive game year round, and nothing else. That's all I sound like I'm talking to. It's like you have first. It's like for you to qualify something as good or as even remotely good to talk about, it has to be a high quality AAA exclusive only. Like that's not like I don't only play high quality AAA exclusive or
we know that. You look at Xbox. We know that already.
I play on everything. This is a different Kid Smooth. You see how he's been changed? This is because of Phil Spencer. I'm telling you, he needs to go. Yo, Kid Smooth. I don't have and Bang Bang.
It's nonsense. It's
complete nonsense. This guy was all about the big games, all of that.
Hey man,
I'm still about my big games.
Jabari, he's been humble. He's been humble.
I'm telling you.
My thing is, here's the thing. I don't let the quote unquote big games determine how I'm playing games. It's not stopping me from playing games. Games come. I need Xbox to deliver a high quality AAA exclusive for me to personally be happy with gaming? No, because somebody is, whether it be PlayStation, Nintendo, or multi-plat, whatever. I'm playing, like I don't understand why it's so. Why is it? State, or I have to have confidence in Xbox to like what? It sounds stupid.
No, it don't.
It
You're
does.
talking about State of Decay, a game that you haven't played yet, and we're talking about this one game. And I asked you, it doesn't matter how much that game costs.
That a $30 title, you forget the merits of the original game was the
I play games. It don't matter if I pay $5 for them or if I pay
an arcade game on like the standard of a God of War, pretty much. That's
no. Nobody's saying that. Is this supposed to be the end all be all for Xbox? I didn't say that. I'm just asking you because you seem so confident in State of Decay when you were talking. I just asked you.
Wait. You said I seem so confident in State of Decay. What makes you think that?
Was when Jabbar was talking. You seem pretty confident saying that this game has already improved this, and this. And I'm just asking you right now.
It's improved from State of Decay 1. It's improved from State of Decay 1. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that, but it has nothing to do with confidence. You know what I mean? It's like,
listen, the energy has changed.
In any video games, it's like, who needs confidence in the?
So you just go out just buying random games, just
yes.
The energy has changed when it came to this game. The energy changed when it came to this game.
How did energy change? How it changed?
Last year when they was talking about State of Decay, yo, these guys were hype, bro. AAA budget. Oh my God, it's a AAA game now, guys. Why? Because the devs were talking about. Dude asked a question, and Dev came out and said, "Yeah, absolutely, it's a AAA." Now, when they actually seen the gameplay and the IGN first, and the the other industry guys are talking about the game, they're like, "Well, it's only $30 and it's on Game Pass."
Because State of Decay was never a full.
Question: will we be discussing this game into this nature if it was a multi-player?
Last year, when y'all was talking about this game, y'all was thinking AAA budget.
What do we?
Let's be real.
What do we? Listen, this was the worst case scenario here, right? This was the worst case scenario for Game Pass for me. The worst case scenario is I did not want gamers to get content with Microsoft offering them. Listen, I'm not talking about you, Smooth. I'm just saying gamers in general to make excuses on why a game is not of quality caliber. And where they can say, well, you know what? I only spend $10 for it, so it's okay.
Well, hold on, Jay.
I don't see Game Pass.
I'm just asking. I'm just saying.
Jay, you bought it day one though, right?
Yeah, but I buy everything day one. I'm the exception to the rule. I'm not talking about
at the end of the day, to a lot of people like myself and to you and to Kids Move, the game looked fun. So I don't care about how much it costs. I don't care about being on Game Pass. I'm buying a joint day. I have it on that Friday.
I agree.
Your game looked fun. Yes. Am I buying it? Yes. The rest of the stuff don't matter.
So, some people were saying that, obviously it was an old build that the media went and played with State of Decay. So if it's an old build and the developers tell you, hey, this is an old build, there's bugs, is it wrong or is it okay for the previewers to still say in the report, hey, we found all these bugs, or are they supposed to stay quiet about it?
No, what the media should have done. My problem with the media is not them reporting on the bugs or the tethering stuff. It's for them not explaining why that's in place. It's like, how do you all right, it's like, because every time for everything that people were talking about what was wrong for the game, I went to developers and asked why is a tethering system in place? What's up with the build is buggy? I mean, how are we looking for launch? That was the question I was asking. I was like, if I could do that, when they got to play the game and witness these issues, did they not ask or did they chose not to report on it?
No, Smooth. You know why? And I'll answer that question. It's because when a developer let these people play their game, right? It's supposed to be in a shape where they're confident that this game will be good and shown in its optimal form. What developer goes and makes the shittier build of a game and let people play that, knowing that they're going to report on a shitty build? Who does that?
So what? There's no excuse, because when I went to E3 and when I went to PAX East and stuff like that and other gaming conventions, if I played the game and when I noticed problems, whether it be frame rate, a glitch, or something that I wanted to question that I think wasn't super comfortable with, when I was playing the game, I had the balls to ask why. Like, why can't we ask if it ain't like the game is released yet and I'm just playing the final version and then I'm reporting on it. No, I'm playing the game before it's released and I have questions about it because it's like, hey, if this is going to be the final game, I'm going to have a problem with this. So ask the dev, hey, is there a plan for this? Is there a fix for this? And then if I have the answer to that, I can go on and include that in my piece and telling you, instead of saying, oh, this game is bad because of this. Oh, but I didn't ask why it's like this. I didn't ask why tethering's in the game. I didn't ask why the game was so buggy. I don't know if it's an early build or not. No, Make it clear. If you have for everything you have the problem with in a trial or a game that you're playing, especially if it's not out yet, why not ask about it and get more investigative and more information?
Because that's not their job.
On that build. It'd be different. I would completely understand.
A developer show your game in a proper form. Don't show it unless
I can understand. Listen. I can understand if this was a review code handed out to everybody as intended as the final version. All bets are off because you're intended of getting the final version. But we're talking about a preview build that everybody's playing for release, and you're seeing these issues. Sure, it's okay to share these issues. I don't have a problem with sharing these issues because I want to know how the game runs, but not to explain or give us the answers of why certain things are in the game, why is the co-op the way it is, why is tethering in place, and not have that information for the public. That's just as bad. That's just as bad if you even if you have that information and decide not to share it, or if you play the game and decide not to ask.
Yo, so Labs has already said these bugs won't be in the final build. They've already Labs already said all the bugs will be fixed before release.
When you asked the dev why the tethering is in the game, did you agree with his answer? Or are you accepting that you're okay with the tethering, or did you say I don't like that? Why don't you guys do this?
I can't say whether the tethering is good or bad until I actually play the game and see if it's going to impact how I play the game. If it bothers me when I'm playing, that's when I can be like, all right, this tethering shit sucks. So as of right now, with the game not being out yet, I accept the reason for the tethering. But when I play it and I experience for myself and I see it as a hindrance to me, because they feel it won't be a hindrance. But if personally a hindrance to me, then I can say, I don't like this. But I can't say that not playing, being able to play and experience it. So I'm not going to assume that it's horrible or it's going to hurt the game unless it really hurts my experience with the game.
Because look, what if tethering was like the jump button in God of War? What if there was a whole bunch of people saying God of War going to be trash because the jump button? Yeah. What if the tethering is just like the jump button where it's not a factor?
Yeah. No, I don't listen. Okay, I don't think anyone's saying that this game is finna be dinosaur trash. I just think people are saying, hey, well, look, I understand this game used to be a indie title and now it's a AAA or a AA or whatever you're gonna call it. What I wanted from this game, because I'm a big supporter of the first one, and I still play it to this day on PC and the Xbox. What I wanted is to be able to play with my friends where both, two of us can go out and get supplies and build new houses and stuff like that, new forts or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the people can be there, at the house protecting it. But it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to do that because of the whole tether.
The distance is like 1,600 feet.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless I'm going to the house next door, is going to be hard for us to do that. Now, they may be able to patch this thing and fix and break that tethering and fix everything. But again, that just kind of brings a little disappointment. I thought this would be like an open world free for all where we can really go and do whatever we want to do. But I'm going to wait for the game. Either way, I got it.
Microsoft devs got you like a dog. If they don't go that far, you walking a dog.
I thought you can share the communities, and I think because the only thing you can bring over is the stuff that you found and your resource or whatever. But when I heard multiplayer, I was like, okay, dope, we can share a community, and that's my biggest issue with the game is you don't share a community. It's hey, maybe I found some water in Jay's game. I go back to my game and I can put this water in my supply. That's kind of BS. But the tethering thing, at the same time, people are gonna say this is damage control. But at the same time, if you're playing multiplayer, you need somebody to come in and help you with something. That means you got a lot of enemies on screen. With it being permadeath, you probably don't want to be by yourself, dog. I'm just being real.
You probably don't want to lose your character too, because if you bring your character, you select whatever survivor you select into that multiplayer, you lose them. They die if they die in that person's game.
But you don't want to be by yourself to be real.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You go off in pairs. You're supposed to be able to go off in pairs, but if you stuck, I mean, the potential of this game, right? If they truly would have gave it the AAA treatment, man, you would have been able to have, obviously 4 people in a group, but you guys can go out and do everything, and then you got other players to be able to build up a community when all these zombie and these hordes come in. I mean, that would have been a huge thing for this game.
You can't popular games that have tethering that I've never heard about, but they have tethering.
It's an open world game. Yeah, I was about to say
quite a few popular games.
Doesn't what is this? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon do that?
I ain't never played
I don't
it
know
yet.
if
I
it's
got
good.
it, but I ain't
I
played
know
it.
Far Cry 5 does it. I know Far Cry 5 does
Yeah,
it.
it's not abnormal for it to happen. They're making like a big deal out of that in this one.
Yeah,
game.
we make a big
Well,
deal
because
out
of the potential. The potential
this
that
is
this game
Xbox.
could have.
A
The
source of
potential.
But how do you know they won't add a mode later or add that into
I
it?
guarantee you,
hoping.
most people won't
State of
notice
Decay
it
2
unless
is
they
not even
purposely
using
go
no
far from
servers,
each
though,
other.
by the way. So
He's Smooth said what 1,600 feet, something like that.
1,600 feet, yeah.
What is that in game?
That's not really.
It's like
that's down the road. Like you right there at the end of the road. That's not that far.
Get back here,
Yeah,
boy.
but I mean, it's an open world game. Like, what did y'all like? Y'all expect too much of this?
We expected open world, right? Where it's multiplayer. That's a big selling point of this game is the multiplayer.
So hold on, because you can't run off and leave the person you're playing with, which makes no sense to leave the person you're playing with. Y'all are bashing that. Like, I'm like, why would you go into a co-op game and be like, yo, you know what? I don't like you. I'll see you later. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go play by myself in your game.
You're not understanding the concept of the game. The concept of the game.
I'm not. Hold on. Wait. Whoa.
Here we go.
I beat State of Decay 4 times.
There you go. Just talk that talk, Jimmy.
You understand the concept of State of Decay?
That's good.
Brooklyn.
Again, what I said like 10 times. I said the potential that this game could have had.
But I'm a fan of the game, and I'm okay with what I see so far.
And I get it. This is all opinionated, right? It's all opinionated. But I'm looking at if I could have been able to do this, if I could have been able to do that, this game.
But you don't know what you can and can't do with that. You don't know for sure yet.
That's like legit
But
multiplayer.
It's an open world.
The game is not out yet.
From what the dev said and what Kid Smooth just told me, right? The main thing that I really wanted. Now, again, this is all my opinion. This is just one man's opinion. What I would have wanted was to be able to split up in 2 and 2 and go and conquer these communities. And again, I'm already bought the game.
First of all, you keep saying communities. You're not understanding the way that game works. It's not
when I say community, right?
I know what you mean.
So
but it's not really like
you have
you're
your
gonna go
main
up against
house,
other
right?
people.
You
build a base and you go out there and get supplies.
I want to be able to go and build another base and then build another base, and we can go to however we want, but we don't.
You can do that in the first State of Decay too.
Quick question for the Xbox guys: with this game, State of Decay 2?
Yeah, it has no multiplayer.
When they announced the whole Tethering thing, was that what you was expecting from the game when they said this game is bringing online multiplayer to the game? Is that was your vision of the online multiplayer? Was how it's set up?
I expected some sort of form of co-op. I didn't have the.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care because I'm not a fan of playing with people in that game. I'm a fan of the game and the actual mechanics of the game. The meta of the game. The meta of the game is what makes the game fun. The meta of it.
I can't tell
that
you
was like the biggest thing.
Surviving, getting supplies, and building your base is supposed to be like what the game is about. So if you got other people helping you get resources, that is the objective of the game: to get as many resources as you can to survive and not die.
Ark Survival Evolved also have tethering, which is more aggressive than the one in State of Decay 2, which is an online only open world. Yeah, Ark Survival has actually a large community online between Steam and Xbox. Large community.
Who in this community playing that?
But co-op
I'm talking about in its own for that game. It has a decent following.
But I wanted to tell you, co-op is a bonus that people complained about in the first State of Decay. So they said that they would find a way to give people that. So instead of them waiting, they released State of Decay 2 with the co-op feature in it. Now, they'll probably build on it, but they're just giving people who was fans of the original State of Decay what they were asking for, because people wanted to be able to play with their friends. So pretty much that's what they did.
All right, I want to move on from that. I'm looking forward to State of Decay, man. I got confidence in that. Quantum Break 2, is this a possibility? There's been rumors around.
Yes.
Smooth got the inside information, so if he say yes, I'm going with it.
What's going on, Smooth?
No, I don't know what's coming. It's a possibility. And
or is it Alan Wake?
I think Quantum. The thing is, how many games was Remedy signed on to do for Microsoft before they did Quantum Break? I think they owed him at least 2 more games.
Hold on, didn't he lose his powers at the end of the game?
No. Wait a minute. Spoiler? What you talking about?
I mean, my bad.
I don't think he lost any powers.
Nah, he didn't
there
lose
was
his powers.
also a what you call it, a ending that kind of let you know that Paul Serene was probably going to come back stronger, because all they did was trap him in the little time.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Hold on, my phone ringing.
I was gonna play that game and all one.
That game was 3 years old.
Yeah, that game might.
You know what? I ain't gonna play. Y'all got it. What happened? What happened?
No, you should play it though. It's not a bad game. I don't think Quantum Break is bad, but I'm like, how are you getting a sequel from the end that I got? I don't know how you got.
I mean, we done had plenty of protagonists that lost their powers. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Will it be multiplayer or exclusive?
Nah, Microsoft. It would be exclusive. They own the IP.
Oh, okay.
Microsoft
Quantum Break 2 is a possibility, and maybe because of the sales weren't so. If the first game sales were bleak, they probably ended the idea. But because of this whole save player one movement, and that Phil Spencer finally got the bucks and the freedom to say, you know what, we should greenlight this. I believe Quantum Break 2's coming, Sunset Overdrive 2's coming, and Rise Son of Rome in some way will be coming. So,
Xbox great again.
Okay, Smoke, I see you.
Now I don't know when. But it's just a gut feeling.
These are coming on the Xbox One?
Huh?
It's coming on the Xbox One?
I got a question.
If Xbox Generations is over, yeah, it'll be coming on the Xbox
One.
One.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather a Quantum Break 2 or an Alan Wake 2?
Quantum Break.
Okay, cool.
Quantum Break, easily.
I never played
I would pick Alan Wake over
overrated. Game's overrated.
Wait, Alan Wake's
overrated? Alan Wake's overrated.
I still want to play that game, man. Man,
I like Quantum Break.
Well, if that's true, and they announce these games at E3, I think that'll be.
Well, you know, Quantum Break 2 won't, because Remedy's working on their code name P7, which is multi-plant. So whatever you're doing with Quantum Break 2 is still years away.
And I'm looking at Insomniac like this. I'm looking at Insomniac. I'm like, yo, after you release that Spider-Man, if Sunset Overdrive don't look remotely close to what the fuck Spider-Man looked like, we got a problem.
Microsoft got to pony up that money.
Hey, yo, what if Sunset Overdrive is $30? Then they can have that excuse.
That's gonna be multi-plant. Watch
Game Pass, easy.
Sunset Overdrive 2, it'll be multi-plat. I'm almost certain of it, because
I doubt it.
I think it might be multiplayer.
I think it'll be multiplayer, because they already said they're waiting on Microsoft to say the word.
Oh, Microsoft! They once they heard that, they shut them up quick.
They
shut them up quick. They was like,
Spider-Man.
Listen,
they saw Spider-Man. They saw Spider-Man. It was like, oh, you want to do something? Oh, okay.
Oh, you think they got in the lab with them?
Oh yeah, I'm like, let's work.
Yo, Jack Joyce is a trash character. Facts.
Jack Joyce, come on, man. Like
he's a trash protagonist. He's a third wheel protagonist. I hate third wheel protagonists. He got no main vital key component to the story, but he's just there, just joining the ride. You're just a player. The brother was more important.
I enjoy Quantum Break, man.
Let me ask you this: do you think they could go from a Spider-Man to a Quantum Break 2? Like,
you mean the Sunset
Overdrive? Sunset Overdrive 2.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if Sunset Overdrive 2 was already in the making and they were just waiting for somebody to pick it up.
That's a possibility.
Because the dev had already said, "Look, we're looking at Microsoft. We just need a publisher." That's what they said. They said us multiple times.
That's it.
And I guess they said Phil wasn't picking up the phone.
It would be hard to put Sunset Overdrive 2 on multi-platforms the way they ended Sunset Overdrive 1 without putting Sunset Overdrive 1 onto another platform.
Because you'll be playing the game without the pretense of what happened at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
But they could make it a part.
Y'all didn't buy it. Y'all didn't buy the first
They could put the recap in there.
But they could reboot the whole story though. They could
they could put the
totally different character, different.
That story not that important.
It really ain't.
The gameplay is good.
How the story not important in the whole? No.
Don't tell what happened.
No, man. Jack like to play this game, bro. I'm gonna shut up so Jack can play it.
No, I need to know what happened, bro. I'm low key curious. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Oh, what, Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah.
No,
you ain't play it.
How can you scrap the story and the whole thing is based off of? No.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about, but
it doesn't make sense to scrap the story. You gotta continue that.
You might as well say it, man. If dudes ain't paid in 3-4 years now,
that's true. Pretty much what happened at the end. Spoiler alert: if you didn't play, they gave Sunset Overdrive for free. It's in Game Pass. Dude, if you not played that game, shame on you. And you're supposed to be some Insomniac fan. Shame on you. Sunset Overdrive ends with them. Like at some point when you do the journey, you stop physical, whatever. They already shipped out millions upon millions of the physical drinks across the globe. So
that turns people into monsters, right?
Yeah. Okay. So how can you go away from that? Like,
because he just said it. You just said it. He shipped it out. So maybe
No, all they gotta do is put like a little recap at the beginning of the game, like
a different outbreak, like Resident Evil.
They hit you with
a different locale, a different outbreak.
Man, but that game does need if it gets an Xbox One X enhancement, I won't mind replaying that shit in 4K HDR, man.
That'll be dope. I mean, it was already the game is really pretty. Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, it looks good. It looked good. It was a good looking Xbox game.
Yeah.
What
engine was that? What engine was that game built on? Was it Unreal or?
I doubt it. No, it wasn't
Unreal. Nah,
it was built on the cloud.
Already got jokes. All right, so we don't got to spend too much time on this topic. Just want to get y'all quick thoughts. So Rex Dixon, or was it Dickerson? I don't remember. But
this is a PG podcast.
That's amazing.
What's his name? His name Rick Dix. Wait a minute, what you say?
His name is actually Rex Dixon.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
He's the creator of the creative director of Madden. He was the creative director of Madden from 13 to 18, and now he left. So do y'all think any possibility Madden might change now?
No. Good riddance to him, no shit.
So wait, they got Madden figured out for like the next 7 years.
He didn't work on Madden when it was actually good, is what you're saying. All right. Shit, I don't think nothing's gonna change, bro.
Yeah. Because the last good Madden was at least 07, 08. I think.
No, what I'm saying, the last Madden I really fucked with was 08. After they got rid of QB Vision, I was done, bro.
Like, Madden's gonna be Madden because they have no reason to change. They have no competition. They're a monopoly.
That's true too.
Just hurry up and turn that shit into an app, dude.
A Madden app? What the hell?
Yeah, Madden and 2K don't need annual games. They don't.
I'm done with 2K too, bro. I'm done with that shit. Man. 2K18 is fucking trash, dog.
All right. Also, the Switch controller got Steam support, so anybody who wants to use that Switch controller on Steam, you could do that now. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, update went out.
The Switch controller, the Pro controller is a good controller.
Your Xbox One X should be able to. Your Xbox console should be able to support 120 hertz at 1080p. I got the update today, so just in case you're interested.
Is that a preview update? Or is that
I signed up for a preview update, but it took me a while ago. But it took me a minute to get this particular.
Well, are you alpha or beta?
That's a good question. I had to check.
Hold on. We're not switching this to Xbox. We're not switching this to Xbox. Let's keep it PlayStation. BG, next topic.
There's nothing. Wait a minute, Jake, bro. I thought you was neutral now, fam. What happened, bro?
Nah, man. I gave up, man. I gave up.
You already done. You already done, man.
Yo, how's your buddy doing? Did he beat God of War yet?
Who's that?
The new person interviewing Xbox.
Man.
Here we go.
How he doing? Talking all that shit.
I don't even know, man. You know,
he got a game of the generation, mature, high quality, exclusive. You know what I mean? Real graphics.
Stupid.
This is my favorite game from PlayStation. Is that shit beat yet?
He said he loving it though. He loving it.
He loved it. Yeah, he fucking loving the prologue.
You take your time with God of War, man. Take your time.
Man, them shots is fire.
You gotta run.
Who the hell taking their time with this game, bro?
You taking your time? I tried to take my time with it.
You ain't beat it yet.
I'm playing this game like 4 or 5 hours a day and still ain't beat it. So
exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you did the idiotic thing.
Man, what did he do that was idiotic smooth? He ain't playing on easy smooth.
I ain't playing on easy. I just play on the hardest difficulty.
Okay. Because I was streaming the game one day and people was like, "Why you ain't playing on smooth mode?" I'm like, "What y'all talking about?" He's like, "Yeah." They like, smooth played shit on easy. I'm like, "Damn, for real?" I ain't know. I was asking. Okay.
Yo, what messed it up? The fact that they didn't put a difficulty trophy on there. Messed it up on lock. So yeah, I finished the game.
He got the difficulty trophy. I was like, I ain't got no reason to fucking
real men.
A lot of PlayStation
real men
do that.
Play on the hardest difficulty regardless. Real men.
Congrats.
But you know what?
Thanks.
Jack was on the platinum, dog. And Rand also got the platinum. I'm a little bit jealous, so.
But you know what? The way that game is, even if you play it on an easier difficulty at points, it's still pretty tough.
Like I heard the Valkyries is just hard regardless.
Yeah.
Yo, if you don't know what you're doing, the body you get from a Valkyrie, bro, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, cause I beat it on Give Me a Challenge, and it was tough, man. I was about to lose it with these Valkyries, man.
I got 3 on beat, and I'm about to give up for a little bit, bro.
You just gotta learn their move sets, like
so memorize it. All right. To clarify, Corey Barlog did not say he had 5 more God of War games planned. He did not say that. That was misquote that some people ran with. He had an interview with Kotaku and he said 5 something, but he's like, we did not say there was 5 games.
You know, they got at least 2 coming.
That's crazy though.
You know what I think they said? Because I was trying to do research on to figure out where this rumor came from, because I heard the rumor too. But all the articles I could find that was saying was like God of War 5 will be set in Norse mythology, and I think people read that it was like, oh, 5 more God of War games. Like I don't know where the fuck that rumor came from, but I know for a fact Corey did say
he got 5 more games planned. He did say that.
I ain't never heard him say that, but what he did say was
I heard it myself. He said it.
Kratos going to be like
this is part of a trilogy.
I'm gonna need some evidence because he didn't say it. Kotaku.
No, he said it. He said that he got 5 more. No, he said he got 5 more games planned. He didn't say if it was God of War.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's what they saying. People are saying that he said he got 5 more God of War games planned.
No, he didn't say God of War. He didn't specify like that. He said he got 5 more games planned.
I didn't hear him say God of War.
Yeah,
but I know
he did it. He did it.
Different new IP.
What I did hear him say on the interview is that they cut a lot out of this God of War game, and that pretty much they already writing a sequel. That I know he did say.
They damn sure cut a lot out, but
so they pretty much writing the second game right now. Is what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they could have used a couple more boss fights.
I've been hearing a lot of people say that. Yeah. I can see that.
There was a lot.
What'd you say?
I was expecting to see a couple of things.
Oh, all right. No spoilers, Jimmy. No spoilers, fam.
Nah.
All
right. So we all know. We all know the new wave of business is reporting engagement, among your fan base. And in a report, Microsoft explained, they've given different explanations of why they're not reporting sales, but they said they're using engagement to measure success. So the question is, can engagement actually be proof that something is successful? Just based on engagements alone, not sales. Can you determine that?
I think so. Yeah,
man. It depends.
Especially when you're on 4 different platforms.
Well, think about this. How did we determine Lawbreakers was a failure?
Nobody playing it.
Based on how many people played it.
Nobody.
How much is sold is engagement.
But you can look at that the opposite way too, because games like Heavy Rain, they looked at the trophy data and they gauged that around 3 or 4 million people played the game by how many trophies was earned, but they realized that they had only sold 1 million copies. So it's like, when you got shit like game sharing and pirating going on, I mean, just the people playing your game.
Games.
Yeah.
Listen,
Exactly.
I just want to go back to the days of simpler times, how we had it since the beginning of gaming and how it was calculated. All this new age stuff of trying to calculate all kind of crazy stuff. Look, in all these generations before, it's always been part of hardware sales and software sales. Now it's, well, I've made so much money off of this, but it doesn't really matter about this or that, and it's crazy. Like,
yo, what I said at the beginning of the podcast, Phil Spencer and Co have gamers changing the narrative of what they think gaming is. Yo, I'm telling you, this guy got to go, man. This guy have changed up now. People's like, we don't care about sales. We want to know about the engagement. Listen, if you follow sales and all that number stuff, which most gamers say they don't care about it, but they report.
Guess what, Barry? Think about it.
Oh, here we go.
Battlefront 2 sold a lot. Why do you think they temporarily changed their multiplayer practices? Because of engagement.
No, because of backlash. People didn't really buy
engagement, but the backlash led to engagement. They didn't
make their forecast numbers as far as sales.
They didn't sell as many.
They still sold.
They lost like $6 billion because
they sold a lot, but according to them, they was like, "Yo, we didn't meet our quota as far as what." Yeah. So they were changing everything.
The negative publicity was out there, and people just waited for the game. They just
look at Titanfall. Let's look at an Xbox game. Titanfall 1. That game came out. What people say it sold 10 million, but that game was dead on arrival. 2 months later, it was dead. The engagement wasn't there, but Microsoft back then was talking about sales numbers that, yo, Titanfall, we got this.
Because remember, you got to think about like Fortnite, PUBG, Overwatch, and stuff like that wasn't around when Titanfall 1 came around. We were still entering this generation. So online, mobile,
but I'm saying the narrative
wasn't really the thing back then. So that's why the narrative changed. A lot of people try to move the narrators based on. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you this right once and for all. Microsoft didn't move to this engagement thing based off Sony. This was gonna happen regardless because of the direction they were moving.
I don't think so. I think the only reason they even moved in any direction was because when the OG Xbox, the Xbox One, ended up coming out, it had all the negative publicity. The sales weren't there. The engagements definitely weren't there. And it was just chaos. And so they were forced to change strategy and do something different. And they ripped the Kinect out and they made a bunch of changes and they moved to a different direction. That wasn't a plan that they wanted to do in, all this time. No, they were forced to do that. They had to change the way that they do this.
Yeah, look at last gen. Last gen, Xbox was the ones talking about their numbers sold and this and that. And PlayStation was doing what with the consoles? They were talking about this is how much we shipped.
Yep.
And this is how much
shipped
this
versus sold. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Microsoft aren't even giving you ship numbers.
No,
but the thing is, the reason why Microsoft is doing this is because they're not meeting their forecasted goals. They're not meeting their goals as far as game sales, hardware sales. They're not meeting it.
Yeah. So if Microsoft,
you got to give the investors something to be like, think positive about the company.
If
we're
Microsoft
talk about engagement
came out tomorrow and said, "Hey, look, we're at 40 million sold, or even 50 million sold," their investors will look at that and compare it to the competition and be like, "Look, they'll be right back with where they were at one time. Hey, let's spin this thing off and move it to its own thing. They want to branch it off away from Microsoft." So I don't know, and obviously they're making a lot of money on it. Nobody's saying that they're not making money. They're making hand over fist with this, with these services and all the kind of stuff. So it's compensating for not selling, obviously the hardware at the rate that the competition is selling. So they're making money on it. It's just the spin on what success has been changed, and Microsoft started that, and they're going full throttle with it. Next generation,
success regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but next generation, if Microsoft comes out day and date with the PS5 and they start winning, guarantee you they're going to throw out those numbers out there, because Microsoft do throw out numbers. They just don't throw out the numbers that you want to hear, which is the hardware numbers.
You think Aaron Greenberg ain't dying to talk about some sale numbers? Come on, let's be
Listen, they PUBG came out. They came out day one talking about the numbers.
Wasn't the numbers were like the players though?
Yeah, it wasn't still. It was the player count.
Yo, BG, I'm gonna give you a video in the chat, and if you go to the 47 seconds, you'll hear them talking about when he said the thing about the 5 games.
Oh, yeah, I read in the comments somebody did say he said that.
Yeah, so I'm just putting it in the chat.
Okay, so it's 5 games, not okay.
Not necessarily five God of War.
Yeah, it's not 5 God of War games. That's where they're making that mistake at.
What else would he make?
Yeah, pretty much.
What else?
Know.
Yeah,
but didn't they say he was quoted to say he didn't want to make any more God of Wars? Like he wanted to stop.
He wanted to work on a different project.
Yeah, he wanted to work on something different. Yeah.
That was probably before he hit it out the park with this one.
Yeah, well,
you guys. You guys.
What happens? What happens?
Because why is it that we're talking about we talking about the idea of 5 more Gods of War and how God of War 2018 is the game of the generation, and even though this is like the 6th or 7th God of War, but when it comes to Xbox IPs, we want more. It can't be just Halo, Gears, and Forza. They need new IPs. They new IPs. So a Gears of War can't make a turnaround like God of War did. A Halo can't make a turnaround like God of War did. We have to have a new IP. Why?
You making a good point. Hey, Smooth. You making a good point. We was talking about this in the Discord yesterday. Let me ask you a question. Follow up.
Sure.
If Gears, Forza, or Halo, well, you really can't change Forza like that. But if I guess anyway, if Gears, Forza, or Halo came out with a new game and it was what some people would consider drastically different from the previous games, would you be fucking with it?
Shit.
Probably
not.
Microsoft is in a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation.
They are, because they did make enough changes in both Gears and Halo to justify people saying
Halo 5 was different.
Too different. People say
you can aim down
Call of Duty.
ADS sprinting.
Yeah, like this is what I would like for Microsoft to do. I feel like they could easily branch off. Like, for example, I would love for them to to show off a game called Arbiter, and it's like a RPG like Horizon, but with your Arbiter, you're telling a story that leads you to the point of the events of Halo 2. Like that would be fucking legit.
I think Fable gonna be different from the other Fable games. I think Fable gonna be a complete reboot and be completely different from the other games. And I think that's a fact they can pull it off.
But I think it's gonna take more in the roles of like a Horizon, Assassin's Creed type deal. That's what I see the next Fable doing. It becoming a more mature title.
Some franchises can evolve that way, others can't. Like Gears, you really can't. Where you gonna go?
Well, me and Jack was talking about Gears. Yeah, what he just said. Like to change Gears, it'll be easier to change Gears than change Halo. If you change Gears, you have to make it a more vertical game. Gears right now is very much like a flat plane game as far as like you just always on one flat platform. Most of the enemies you're taking on is just directly in front of you. You got to make it a way more vertical game and like,
BG
include climbing more, a little bit more traversal, a little bit more platforming. You would have to. That's the only way you could change Gears.
Judgment had that. It had verticality. It was all that like people could drop from a platform above and get down. It had like multiple phases to the stages and stuff. People didn't like it because they felt like it was like this Call of Duty feel of Gears of War, and people hated the multiplayer in Gears Judgment. But it had the verticality.
Well,
it had that.
Okay. So here's a follow-up question: how would you change? Well, you already said you would change Halo, but how would you change Gears to make it, reinvent itself?
I would keep its multiplayer the same, but I would treat Gears like how Sony does its Last of Us games. Mm-hmm. Like I would make it like to the point where it'll be more slower paced, tactical. I still want the same monsters and shit and whatnot to a certain degree, but I want it to be more emotional. It doesn't have to be co-op. Maybe Kate can be with you or some shit like that. She gets shot
horror mode out of the story
through her. So it has to be emotional bullshit. But like
Gears 5 better not have horror mode in the story, bro. That was so lazy of them to have horror mode in the story.
I didn't like how they did that.
That shit was so lazy.
You're the first person I've heard say that, man. Everybody told me, the story was great. I'm looking at this game, I'm like, is this horde mode that you're playing?
Gears 5 better not have a single horde mode in the story, bro. That shit was lazy.
Like I thought they were gonna do it only once for that first level, just to introduce you to how they changed the horde mode, and that was it. But when they kept it, I was like, they shouldn't have did this shit, dude.
Well, what if they do this, right? And I do believe that if you touch Halo a little bit too much, the fans are gonna rebel. They're gonna start yelling. They're not gonna support.
You see what happened when they got a black main cast?
Yeah, but this is what I think they should do, right? I'm not gonna say make a spinoff game, but make a totally different game. Call it Halo something. Make it a third person over the shoulder view. Ooh. And kind of tackle the story from that direction, and just tell people, look, this is not the mainline Halo, so don't freak out. But we're trying to give y'all ass something different, and move this thing to the next generation.
I think Microsoft gonna get their fix from that. Cause I do think Perfect Dark is coming. I think that's what Darren Gallagher. I think that's studio he's gonna be over. I think that's where we're gonna get your third person action adventure type game from Perfect Dark.
Yeah, I'm ready. Right, if they're gonna continue on with Halo as a series, they are going to have to make some drastic changes, because this is the same game in essence that I've been playing since college. And so I'm wondering, how do you bring that without killing it? How do you bring that over to the next generation and just turn it up a notch? Pretty much what they do.
Halo 6, they gotta, at that point, they can either reboot, do something different, but it can't be until after 6, because you have to at minimum finish that storyline.
Yeah.
I think Halo. I think it matures good. Like the changes they made seem like the right choices. I don't understand what's wrong with Halo. Like I don't get it. But
I don't think Halo has legs like that. I mean, it's kind of long in the tooth. Just like how God of War was, right? It was just long in the tooth. Just like Uncharted was long in the tooth. This time they killed them shits off. And with Uncharted and with God of War, the way you played it last time, I mean, they totally scrapped it and went in a whole new different direction, a whole new universe, and it turned out to be pretty good. So I think Halo has the potential and the fan base to be able to embrace something like that. I just think they're gonna have to sell it to you on a whole different thing.
That and they can't lie about what the game is. Because let's keep it funky. Halo 5, we got hyped for it to be this big manhunt and all this jazz. Remember they had the one commercial where you had Spartanlock standing over Master Chief with a pistol out and vice versa. None of that shit happened in the game.
Yeah, that was an epic.
Yeah, people buying different controllers. You want the Master Chief?
The controllers are fire, though, bro. Don't sleep.
I thought the thing is the story wasn't bad. It just wasn't what was.
It wasn't what they said it was going to be.
But it wasn't a bad story to any degree. That's the thing. It wasn't a bad story mode, but nobody was. It wasn't a bad campaign. It's probably one of the best multiplayer experiences I had since Halo 3. Yeah. It's like. I don't know, man.
The multiplayer was like I said. Just the problem was when a lot of people think about Halo. Yeah, they do think about the multiplayer, from Halo 3, but the story was always legit in Halo. Yeah, and they hyped it up for the story. Like they had those little videos out with the guy from Key and Peele was talking over it. I listened to all of them shits. And I was getting hyped for the game, and when the story is going, I was like, this is nothing what they said it was going to be. Like they completely went left on what the game was supposed to be. Then when they finally met, it was like, oh, right jab, left hook. All right, we cool now, bro. Peace. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. There was no big battle that came into
But you were on a hunt for Chief though in the game.
Yeah, but when you found him, I mean, what happened?
We got a cutscene.
It wasn't the big battle.
That hunt for Chief. It wasn't like it's like here's how I look at the advertisements. Right, hunt the truth. The game, what the advertisements was pretty much telling you, it was trying to get people set up for like who you really rocking with. Are you going to be rocking with Locke? This is our guy now for this game. That's pretty much what they were telling you, but we're not going to completely forget about Chief in this game. That's what they were telling you. I know a lot of people wanted to make the trailers and make that like this is what the story, but hunt the truth. Your hunt was for Chief. That does happen in the game. No, it doesn't turn out to be, oh, damn, Chief has to kill Locke or Locke has to kill Chief. No, yeah, they do get into a little scruff or anything like that. But at the end of the day, hunt the truth does happen. The fight does happen. It just doesn't happen the way you thought it was going to happen. I mean, that's not damage control, but it's just
that is damage control.
That's the best damage control
that is the definition of damage control, honestly.
Come on.
You just say, hey man, forget about what we marketed. You know what I mean? This is what you're gonna get. Like,
what had happened was
if you go to a store and say, hey man, we got a sale on these Jordans, and you go to the store, it's like, nah, man, we just wanted you to come into our store. You're gonna be like, I mean, it's cool.
You're stupid. God dumb.
No, but they do that. Like freaking what Stop and Shop does. Like every time they put Aquafina and Dasani on sale, they'll add like $1.50 to the price of if you buy the like dozen water like individually or the 24-pack individually. But they're like, oh, buy two, get it for this price. I'm like, but you clearly raised the cost of it because just last week I bought it for $1.50 less. Like, that's just
okay.
I know Cortana better be a beast. He better go on beast mode Halo 6.
Yo, Cortana, she's gonna be rocking with Aatrox in that bitch.
You better show out in Halo 6, bro.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody even uses PlayStation View, but it lost some more channels. It lost like another dozen channels. So
it's not.
Isn't there only like 12 channels left?
Cancel that bitch.
People use it, but it's
it's only 12 channels on PlayStation View.
No, they lost another 12 channels. Like they lost all the Viacom channels, which were a big deal. Now they lost another.
Once they lost that
Sling
Viacom
TV, man.
Bro,
it was
Viacom owned like damn near half the channels on cable.
Exactly.
True. That's true.
VH1, MTV, BET, Nickelodeon, like, bro, Comedy Central. Like, come on, man. It's a wrap.
PlayStation View dead, bro.
Yeah,
it's a wrap for that.
So
it's a wrap for it.
That leads into my other question, though, right? So we all know Microsoft, the one place they're winning are with the services. So is PlayStation's, I guess, lack of services, can that become a worry or concern in the future?
I'm not gonna lie, keep it funky. Right now, everybody gonna say no because the games is hot. Right now, everybody gonna say no. But keep it funky. The same people say, man, I hope PS5 got backwards compatibility. I hope PS5 got this and that. People want these services, but they're not gonna say no to them because they dropping these games right now. I'm just saying.
No. Go ahead, Jack. My bad.
No, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say a lack of services. What I will say is they need to improve on some of the services, some of the features, right? Like, okay, PlayStation View. How can they rectify what they're doing? They gotta redo some of these deals. Get the channels back that you lost. If you can't do that, then I don't know what the fuck you'll do. PlayStation
gotta die.
PlayStation Now. You need to be able to download the games on PlayStation Now. That would instantly make that service better to a lot of people.
Included in your
Called
subscription.
PS View is actually good. Like the UI, I've used PS View for like a good year. And I liked it, but when they lost them channels, I was like, "What the fuck? The hell I'm going to use this for?" Like,
but Jack, you know why they don't let you download the games for the PS3, right? You know,
like, why is it?
They would have to pay that license again.
Nah, the cell processor.
That's not the service too. The service is just a streaming service.
A whole new architecture. Yeah.
Another thing, man. Like on PS3, when you bought a movie or a TV show, you could download it on your system. But now, if you buy a movie or TV show, you got to stream.
You don't got the option to download.
No, you cannot download stuff you buy on PS. See, that's why I don't buy movies and TV shows off of PS4 because you cannot download. I'm not buying.
Believe it or not, I still got the Last Dragon, that fake the Black Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
Hey, that Last Dragon. That's a classic right there.
I downloaded that on my 360. That's crazy. And the thing is, this is how I'm gonna feel. I expect the next Xbox, whatever, to all my digital shit. Because I invest now. I'm at a point where all the money I've invested between PlayStation and Xbox digital, like games downloading, now it's principle for them to be able to just, when the next system comes out, if it's the same industry, it's going to be my same PSN name, my same gamer tag and shit like that. My trophies carrying over, my achievements carrying over, my games by default better carry over. I think it's at that point it would be like the principle. Yeah. Like when I upgrade phones, I'm not losing pictures and phone numbers and shit like that anymore. Like they just come right over. Like it's just now it's something I expect.
Well, can I let me ask you this, and I'm gonna piggyback off of that.
Yeah,
I remember at the first beginning of the generation, people were complaining about the remasters and stuff like that because there was really a lack of content for the new generation. Do you think, right, with the backwards compatibility, right, they're going to do the same thing and just it's going to hold back all of the game? It's going to hold back the new generation of games because they got to cater to both generation. It kind of hold it back.
You can no. You know
I wouldn't hold it back.
You can take advantage of stuff like that, like because you got to think about it. This generation, I mean, by releasing remasters, that's a holdback, pretty much. Like your real games for the generation wasn't ready. So by giving us backwards compatibility for first party, it would be pretty much great because they can still get sales, they can still get engagement with that. Third party, they may still hit you with the fuckery. You know what I mean? So, but the thing is that I don't think it holds anything back. It's not going to stop them from making new games. It may prevent them from trying that remastered bullshit. Yeah. But I don't think it should stop them or their roadmap for next generation games.
I meant the third party because that's pretty much who does it, right?
Third party does it. Yeah, they're trying to capitalize.
Why was backwards compatibility not included in the beginning of the generation? What was the excuse they used?
Well, for PlayStation, I just told you what it was.
Well, I know Phil came out and said that they couldn't
replicate the cell processor that was in the PS3.
Both of the systems had a different. It didn't have the x86 architecture.
Well, right. PlayStation, they said nobody used it on the PS3. That's what they said. Nobody used it. Yeah. You're putting out all this money for this hardware. I guess it's hardware. Why? Well, Microsoft changed that narrative. I guess.
I think backwards compatibility is perfect for the start of a new generation, though. Yeah. Like for that.
That's how they learn to use architecture. They do use that to learn architecture.
So, you want the PS5 to have backwards compatibility?
No, I would love to have. I would love to have PlayStation 4 to have backwards compatibility, but it's not like the main cusp of the system. Yeah. That's what I'm just trying to get. Like I'm seeing a lot of people that's using the backwards compatibility narrative just because one has it and the other one doesn't have it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
both of them should have it.
It should have it. I'm not going to disagree with that.
I'll tell you this. I would not have cared because when backwards compatibility came, it was like, all right, cool. I use it here and there, right? But if it wasn't for the Xbox One X and these enhancements on some of these games, I wouldn't be talking about it the way I'm talking about it. But they make these games are like playing like remasters without that like I'm like, oh shit, like because if it's a game I didn't play before, like for example, if Saints Row 2 gets this damn enhancement, I'm on it like for like I'll play it realistic. I'll play it realistic.
Was just getting on you for playing that before you joined.
Hey yo, man, when I saw that tweet, I was just like, yo, this platform isn't up.
Oh, that's why he was playing it. That's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, because it's backwards. And the thing is, I played Saints Row 1.
But they 4K'd it.
But they didn't 4K it. That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
If they 4K this thing, I'm on it, dog. I am on it. Because it's the last good Saints Row.
Yeah, that's true though. That's a fact.
I played a couple of back-to-back games on the X, and
they did a good job with those.
They do look good. No lie, no
job.
spin, no damage control. They put their foot in it.
Yep.
Here's the limitation with me. It's like when I play, after about 10 minutes of playing it, I realize, like, because of gameplay, it doesn't make, like, for example, if I'm playing Halo 3, it looks really good. It looks, sometimes they look like the current gen game, but that gameplay, it doesn't change that gameplay. It's still, you realize
the quality.
And I think that's our personal misconception, that just because you upscale the res and make it look better, that this is going to turn this game into the next iteration of that game, and that's not the case at all.
Yeah, because Crackdown still, it feels dated as hell. Even though it looked better, it just feels dated as hell.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't stand, like, I turn it off instantly. I was like, I can't play this shit. It's just unplayable.
To me, it's not that important, man, because at the end of the day, like, I subscribe to PS Now because I want to play some of these games, but I'm just like, at the end of the day, if I'm getting new games, I'm not gonna want to play these old games. I love a lot of these games. I'm like, nah, man, I don't feel like I have the need to play these games right now because I'm getting busy with new experiences. You know what I mean? But if you ain't getting no new experiences, I can understand. That's, you know what I mean? You're pushing it, but
I need to go and give me Fight Night backwards compatible since they're not gonna make no new.
That would be fire. That would be fire. I thought there was rumors.
I don't think we should.
Well, no, Floyd's making a boxing game, but we don't know what if it's
that shit gonna be that joint gonna be
just like Joe Montana's game.
That shit
oh no! All right,
Floyd just gonna make the game all about him. Like, he's not gonna care about the quality. It's just gonna be all about having him.
Hey, we might get a Def Jam fight for New York type joint. You never know.
Oh man,
I'm being optimistic, of course.
Floyd gonna be max level.
All right. God of War, fastest selling PS4 game, 3.1 million in 3 days. So there's two sides to this. You know, one side is saying, you know, regardless of how you look at it, that's really impressive, right? Uncharted 2 did like 2.7, I think, in like a week, something like that. Then there's the other side, they're saying 3.1 million out of 80 million, trash, dog. So,
oh yeah.
4% install base.
Grade A.
What's up?
Grade A damage control.
That's because idiots think that it's because they shipped 80 million consoles that 80 million people have PlayStations.
They didn't even ship 80 million consoles. They shipped 79. They sold about like 76, 77 of them.
Let me ask a question, right? Is McDonald's a failure that because everybody on earth don't buy a Big Mac? Like, come on, man. It doesn't make sense, bro. The install base is, of course, it's nice to have a good attach rate to a game, but when you look at shit like install base, it's stupid because it just matters if the game is profitable to the budget they put into that motherfucker.
Facts.
So if a game sells 3.1 million copies in 3 days after release, I'm pretty sure, as long as that game ain't like fucking Destiny 1 or some shit, I'm sure it was a success. Okay.
Y'all think Spider-Man gonna beat it?
No,
hell no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Y'all sleep, man.
I don't know, man.
Spider-Man got
listen.
He got a wider appeal.
Just like Star Wars, right? You got people that go out and buy these theme console, these Star Wars console, and they're not even gamers. They just buy it because they love the comics and they are Star Wars buffs. Spider-Man, the most recognizable character on the comic character on the face of the planet. I think that's going to give it a run for its money, man. I really do.
Spider-Man definitely going to sell more than God of War.
Yeah,
would it sell that quick?
It's a possibility.
You want to? Should we take a bet on this?
Yeah, I want to bet on this too.
Oh, Smooth. Wait a minute, Smooth bet? Hold on.
Hey, listen, I'll definitely take a bet on that. What you trying to bet?
I don't think Spider-Man outsells God of War in its launch week.
Okay, Smooth, you finna win.
Hold on, launch week?
Launch week.
I definitely.
I'm talking about total. Yeah, I won't do
I can't do total. Total, that's a 10-year bet. No, I mean,
you can do it. I think Spider-Man will outsell God of War on launch week.
All right.
Oh hell no.
What are we gonna put up? We do a game.
All right, we'll do a game. I'll buy. Well, it was week. Well, you ain't gonna wait for Spider-Man. You gonna buy it or?
Yo, no, no, it won't be a Spider. I'll decide on the game, but I'll buy Spider-Man. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a game. A $30 game or a $60 game. Cause I know how you all with these.
Yeah, Smooth. What you betting on bets, bro? You gotta be betting like.
No, because I'm about to win. I'm about to be 2-0 against Bond. So I'm good on that. So no, it'll be we'll do. Damn. We'll do like the. We'll bet for Red Dead.
That's hard, man. That's a hard.
You heard me?
That's a hard bet.
I'm with it.
Because who would have thought God of War would have sold like it did, that fast? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. You had doubts about God of War.
To be Uncharted. I mean, to be Uncharted until this day was, kind of like the top of the food chain, and then to have God of War to outdo that by significant
the thing is,
numbers.
Going into Spider-Man, there's no doubts that this game is not going to sell good.
Yeah,
you know
I think the hype after God of War, like they're on cloud 9 right now. I think everything after that going to kind of get.
It's not going. I don't think it's going to.
I think,
especially if they drop that Venom suit, because I know they're going to come with that Venom suit.
No, they not. They said they not.
But
they said they not.
Spider-Man's not going to review as well as.
It might not review as I
it ain't getting no 95, no 94. Man.
They already came out and said no Venom, man.
I'm talking about the suit, not the Venom.
They said no Venom. No, it was like no Venom relations, no symbiote, anything.
They could be just trolling with that.
They could be, but they said it. They said it. They did say it.
They include the Spideyverse, Punk Spider-Man there, and they got the movie.
Iron Spider suit gonna be dope.
Yeah, because I said that too. I said if the movie's coming out, wouldn't they put the suit in there? But they claim nope.
Yeah, and that's a Sony owned movie.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna put some integration, dog. I can see it.
I think as far as the sales go, see, it got is something against Spider-Man and something for it. What it got against it is a whole bunch of mediocre Spider-Mans behind it by Activision. So it kind of like muddy up the image of Spider-Man games, right? But also casuals. You could probably say there was a lot of casuals buying those previous Spider-Man games, and hardcores knew it was going to be trash. Mediocre Spider-Man game. Now the hardcore know Insomniac making this, and it's going to be a good Spider-Man game, and you got the casuals who are probably going to buy it just because of Spider-Man. So that might help it surpass God of War sales. I don't know. It could go either way. I wouldn't put a bet on either one though.
Yeah, I'm not too confident in either way, so I'm gonna stay.
I just think Spider-Man got more mass appeal. The fact that the hardcore know that it's being published by Sony, they know the story is going to be legit. It's not going to be like this some cop-out story. The gameplay is looking fun. The developer already has proven himself that they do make fun games, and with these other costumes that they're putting in, is going to draw even the people that's just like, oh. They got the Iron Spider-Man movie. I just saw that in the Adventures.
That's the difference, though. God of War, even though the new God of War game was unproven before it came out, it was still part of an overarching series. But this Spider-Man game is a standalone game. Now, people could still see and be like, "Oh, this just go along with all the other Spider-Man games." But they go back to what BG said. The other Spider-Man games weren't that good, so they're like, "Wait a minute."
That's because they were them movie adoptions.
Yeah.
But is everybody that's gonna see the game is gonna know that? We know that. I don't mean everybody gonna know.
Well, was Ascensions good? What
it was okay.
I like Ascension. Story was trash.
They still gave the new God of War a go. I mean, 3.1. That's a lot, right? People had to go and give it a chance.
I mean, but you got to think about God of War, right? We've known about God of War for a couple years. We knew how good it looked. Even Sony was advertising this game like on TV ads from like November.
Yeah.
It would appear in the compilation advertisements for PlayStation. And then you got to think about it, the embargo when it lifted and it blew up Twitter. Anytime your shit is trending on fucking Twitter, niggas go platinum on Twitter nowadays. Like if you're like your shit come out and if it's trending on Twitter, you're going platinum. You're going platinum on streams. Yeah. So it helped with the embargo. You had pretty much 11 days of 95, 94 Metacritic scores, previews, people talking about it, tweeting about it. It just built that ultimate hype. So by the time the game comes, it was just a wrap. It's like it would have been an utter shock if it did anything less. Like if it didn't do like 2 million. I expected 3 million, but I would have been surprised if it was only 1 million. You know what I mean? It had to do the numbers.
That Spider-Man hype gonna shoot to the roof.
Well,
After E3, so they're gonna go hard at E3 with Spider-Man. So
did y'all see the leaked, supposed leaked theme Pro console?
Let me go Google.
that thing ugly, bro. No, the controller looks stupid.
Hold on, I like the controller. I don't like the controls where they put the stickers and all that.
I'm about to retweet it right now. PlayStation Bros. He posted it.
The thing is, Sony got 2 type of Spider-Man movie type coming out. I mean, Venom's not Spider-Man, but he's, you know what I mean? You can correlate that with Spider-Man. You got that, and then you got the animated Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales that's coming out later in the year as well. You know what I mean?
I think that's real. That look real.
Then you have a game.
That controller ugly, bro.
It's not. I actually like the God of War version better.
The console look right, but that controller with just the black around the D-pad and the buttons, that's ugly, G. Like,
I'm different. I like the controller.
You know what? You know why they did that? Because they already got a red controller. They did that to make it look different.
Yeah.
But the
thing is, I think they're going to add like a sticker on that controller.
Where's the white? Where's the white in the controller?
I don't know. I might buy that shit.
It should have white lining.
You know they don't have a good track record with theme consoles.
No, they don't.
Hey, yo, that console, that's real. I'm buying that. Yeah,
regardless.
You got the God of War one, Jabari?
Nah, I ain't buy the God of War one.
He waiting to win it from Kratos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, already know.
I'm gonna announce it after the podcast.
How do you win one? Oh, you already
just be active on Twitter, man, and I get my kids to go down my Twitter timeline and just randomly pick.
And for the folks who wondering, that man legit. Where do you think my ex came from?
Hey, this should look fake though. It looked dope, but I think it's fake.
Kratos gonna give it to you. Yo, Kratos gave away more.
Why? Because of the controller, right?
No, it looked fake to me. I don't know why. Hey, that would be
that controller give it away, bro.
The controller gave it away.
The controller gave it away.
Oh, you talking about that controller?
The controller gives it away.
It could be.
We probably want a PlayStation look controller. I'm like, that's.
But I think that's real because they already have that controller, so they have to make it look something like that to make it look different from that red controller.
Well, it's just a red controller with black around the buttons. That's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. They had to make it look different.
Google keep freezing.
How many copies of the game y'all think it's gonna sell? What kind of numbers Spider-Man gonna do?
I say
first week, I'm gonna say 2 million.
I think 2 to 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2.
Well, is it coming out on Friday?
September the 7th.
September 7th comes out the day Tupac got shot.
This man's smooth, really a historian. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a Friday. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say it do 2.3 to 2.5, something like
Hey, yo, let me ask y'all something. What's going on with Sony and Amazon? Anybody know? Why can't you can't buy first party stuff on Amazon from Sony stuff?
Yes, PSN cards are going. I had to go buy PSN.
You can't buy God of War. You can't buy Spider-Man. None of that.
Yeah, so there's something going on.
Return policies.
Something definitely going on.
Well, they're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, like the PSN. I had to go to Newegg. Like I haven't used my Newegg account in about like 4 years, but there's no more PSN cards on Amazon, so I had to like find out my password and all that.
So wait,
I was gonna pre-order Ultimate, the collector's edition from Amazon, and then when it went up, it was automatically unavailable. So I'm like, shit couldn't have sold out.
Yeah, some swipey.
You can't buy Detroit, nothing. You can't buy nothing.
Swipey boys.
It's nowhere on the internet you could buy PSN codes now.
Yeah, just not Amazon.
Yeah, but it's not Amazon.
Yeah, I need.
Who else sell the codes though? They usually just send you the card.
Best Buy.
No, Best Buy don't send you the codes. They send you the card.
No, but you get a digital code. You look for the digital code.
No, they don't sell the digital code.
Bro, Amazon tripping, bro.
Newegg sells the. They email.
Oh, Newegg do. Oh,
and CD keys.
Best Buy send you the goddamn card in the mail. Like, bro.
No, Best Buy. I've been buying cards off Best Buy. They email it to you. They
might do it with Xbox. They don't do it with PS.
Because some of the websites they have the physical and then they have the digital one.
They give you a choice. Yeah, sometimes they'll let you pick.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah,
unless they add it.
Email it to you in the description of it.
Amazon got tired of getting scammed. Amazon got scammed.
Yeah, they email it to you. Yeah, when the sales
you can't buy nothing first party from Sony or from PlayStation on Amazon now. Like ain't none. All these joints say unavailable. Everything.
It's actually a bad look. They need to fix that.
They had some shit going like that with Nintendo at one point. You couldn't buy Nintendo stuff off Amazon.
Yeah, because PlayStation cards is like number one.
They could probably got a return policy problem.
Something going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a new site because that's where I usually get my giveaway stuff at on Amazon.
All right. So Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy VII were inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame. I don't know what other games are in there. I would have to check, but I saw the news that
Mario in there. Mario.
Nice.
So what other games that can y'all think of that y'all believe should be in the Video Game Hall of Fame?
God of War.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Original one. The original.
Original.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, Gran Turismo for sure.
Halo.
Uncharted.
Hello.
It might be too early for Uncharted since they.
Oh yeah,
They just put like the original Mario in there.
So Pac-Man got to be in there, right?
I would assume.
No, I think from what I'm understanding, we might be talking about two different things, but the one I'm thinking about, they just started like I want to say either 2 or 3 years ago, and they just put like Mario and Zelda in the shit.
Zelda got to be in there by now.
Yeah, it's like Mario and Zelda.
Contra need to be in there. Double Dragon.
Yeah.
All the classic shit need to be in there.
Tecmo Bowl, Double Dribble.
Double Dribble.
All the classic shit need to be in there, dog.
Photo 5.
No. The original GTA.
San Andreas.
See, even though I have a disdain for some of the way they conduct business now, I would say like pretty much all the original Nintendo franchises should be in there, except for Kirby. Kirby always been trash.
I knew you was gonna say that for some reason.
Kirby always been trash. Every other
Smash Brothers,
every Nintendo first party game, I could say legit belongs in the Hall of Fame.
What else? There's a lot of games, man. Anything that's a classic, really.
Chrono Trigger.
I'll give it a spot, man.
Yeah.
Well, you already got Final Fantasy in there, so
a lot of games that belong in there.
They could put NBA Street in there.
No. NBA Street,
NBA Live.
NBA Street is the shit, but I gotta go no on that for them.
Okay.
NBA Jam.
Yeah. Okay, NBA Jam. That was a classic.
Right. Red Dead Redemption. We saw the what I considered an underwhelming trailer come out this week. Yeah. Pretty mundane, pretty dull. I guess that was John Marston in the trailer. I ain't really do
everybody said they're not sure.
No, that's definitely him. That's
because he got the cuts on his face. Yeah,
that's
right. But look, nobody's debating whether Red Dead Redemption is going to be good or not. This is strictly a conversation about the trailer itself, and that trailer was booty trash.
They do that a lot, though. Rockstar usually do that, and they start heating up as they get closer to the release. They do that.
No, they got 4 months.
Yeah, they just start.
I didn't mind the trailer. It was a story trailer. I thought it was better than the other trailer that they showed.
Would it be in a prequel too? How much know?
But this is my thing about the whole story trailer thing, right? I love story trailers. I love stories in games. The problem is, this was a story trailer. This is the second story trailer. We still don't know what the fuck going on in this game, man.
We know it's a prequel. They try not to spoil it. We know it's a prequel.
But then it's not a story trailer.
I can spoil a prequel every
cutscenes.
Listen, if you play Red Dead Redemption 1,
you already know.
Yeah, everybody in Dutch's gang, which is you playing in Dutch Vanderland's gang, the Vanderland gang, everybody fucking died except John Marston and Bill Williamson. It's nothing to spoil in Dutch, and you fucking clap Dutch and Red Dead. This game is 8 years old, people. I'm sorry, but it's nothing to spoil. Like, we know everybody gonna fucking meet that guy.
4K backwards compatibility just came out, Jack.
Man, that game is 8 years old. Okay, everybody knows what happened in fucking Red Dead Redemption.
If you waited for backwards compatibility to play it, you need to go to hell anyway.
Oh, damn.
God, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The game gonna be good though. I'm not gonna.
But do you guys think that this game will hold a candle up to GTA?
Yeah, but not be better.
Acclaim wise or sales? Not sales wise. It's not gonna sell nowhere near.
It'll look better.
Is this joint coming on PC?
No.
Nope.
The problem to me with all the recent Rockstar games is the fluidity of the movement. These mofos move. It's almost like that Gears of War movement.
Oh, the clunkiness, yeah.
Where it's clunky and it's stiff. The Max Payne was like the best one, but even that, I'm like, that could have been a little bit smoother. It was pretty good, but like they need to
aiming.
They definitely need a new engine, bro. It's like
it could be worse.
Yeah, the shooting mechanics are usually where it gets crazy.
You could have the State of Decay animations. So I mean, it could be worse.
Oh man, who said that?
You want different animations, right?
It could be worse.
And apparently, this all the footage that have been used since they've shown the game is strictly like from gameplay. Like it ain't no pre-rendered CGI cutscenes or whatever.
It's not from the engine. That's good.
Oh yeah, all this shit is like pure gameplay. They just putting it in a trailer apparently. So the game is going, it's going.
They've been showing it on the Slim PlayStation too, right?
Yeah, because I remember with GTA 5, they did a trailer when people was complaining, and then people felt like they spoiled too much in one of those trailers. So I think they're trying to avoid that.
Man, I guess, bro.
And that's when people figured out it was going to be other playable characters. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be other playable characters." We figured it out from the trailer, and people were complaining about that.
Well, we're gonna see true gameplay at E3.
Yep.
So
everything's gonna be E3.
Think so. Who stage they gonna be on?
Sony's. I mean, they got
Xbox.
I mean, who they got a market.
Xbox. Yeah.
PlayStation got them right on their
PlayStation got right now. All of them. Yeah.
Xbox got that.
Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna be on Sony stage then. All right.
Wait, PlayStation got the
Yeah.
Do you think Sony's gonna have a natural presentation, or are they just gonna put the theater out and just let gameplay roll of everything?
No, it's gonna be part of their gameplay thing that they let roll out. They're probably not even gonna have a big thing for it. For some reason, Sony only want to put their games in their studios on it where they present it. Red Dead is they'll just have it out there for maybe 30 seconds to a minute of gameplay, and then
they got Red Dead.
Even Call of Duty, Call of Duty, they had the marketing deals in at E3. It was just part of a sizzle reel. They didn't even really do much to it. It was like a 15 seconds.
It's not that because it's
Red. They gonna have to show more. If it's Red Dead, bro, they got to show more than a minute.
I know they're gonna they gotta have a themed console for that.
I want to see a gameplay. I need a gameplay demo of that shit.
They gonna have a theme console for that. They gonna get the better game, which is Call of Duty.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
PS4 theme console. You feel me?
Black Ops 4 gonna be dope, bro.
Wow.
No, it's not. Who said that?
Wow.
For the simple fact that the reason I don't like Black Ops 3 because of all that super jumping and crap, and I don't really like World War II. I like Black Ops 2 because it was a little bit into the future, but it was still boots on the ground. And that's what I want from 4. I think that's what
the guns were better.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have heroes again in Black Ops 4.
Who?
Nah. They crushed that, bro. They crushed that.
Did he crush that hero idea? I think they're gonna have heroes again.
They crushed the rumors. They put up a tweet saying that it's good to have the good perks or something like that. And they show all like the old school perks, climbing up the ladder, lightweight, all that stuff is in there, man.
They're going back to Black Ops 2, bro. I'm telling you.
Black Ops gonna be shit. Red Dead in trouble. I'm telling you.
Without a campaign.
Yeah, Red Dead in trouble.
No, the campaign gonna be there. I heard that was false too.
That was false.
Campaign gonna be there.
Good. But they said they weren't able to finish it in time. That's good.
Yeah, Red Dead is definitely in trouble. Trust me. Watch.
Just so you guys know, though, in my personal opinion, I don't think Rockstar will be at E3 at all. I don't even think that game should be playable. Everything is going to be playable there. They're probably just going to show have like something where you could go watch something for it, and that's it.
That's why I said they're going to have like maybe a minute video that they're going to show, and then they're going to move on. It's not going to.
I don't even think it's going to be playable there. I don't think so.
Like Barry, real deal, still like Call of Duty. I be seeing him like tweet.
He be going hard with that game.
I be seeing him tweet Call of Duty screenshots. I'm like, man, nobody care about no whack ass Call of Duty. No more.
He be going in on that game though.
I'm like, Barry, get out of here with your dated Call of Duty. We battlefield.
Listen, BG, I'm trying to tell you something about life right now, BG.
Battlefield.
I'm a Call of Duty monster. You understand me? Like, yo, I destroy people in this game. But yo, this game right here, Call of Duty is just fun, man. You get in, you get out, you do what you got to do with the game, man. I love COD for everything what it is, man. A lot of people bash COD, but let's be real. A lot of people that bash COD, do you guys really play COD like that? No, you don't. You know what I mean? But I like COD. The gameplay is fun. The mechanics is fun. Treyarch is the best at what they do, and Red Dead is in trouble. That's why.
Oh shit, that man said Red Dead.
Call of Duty, I mean, it's way past its prime, man. It's a wrap. It's at its lowest point.
You got the best developers in COD making the new one, so
yeah, okay.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm playing COD right now.
I'm playing Dark Souls 2 right now. I beat like 2 bosses during this stream. So.
Yo, Jabari, you gonna take another bet?
What's that?
Call of Duty sales versus Red Dead sales.
You don't want to lose that bet. I'll make that bet easy. Who wants to make that bet?
That's COD.
Yeah. No, I know.
I'll make that bet. Wait, you think?
Now, if it would have been Grand Theft Auto, it would have been a whole nother ball game.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Nah, it's supposed to be Red Dead.
You guys would disagree with me. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is more anticipated than Red Dead 2.
Yo, I'll make this bet with you. We just put a game on the line, a $60 game on the line.
You made that bet? You said Red Dead will sell more than Call of Duty Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
I'll make it.
BG took the bet. Wow.
Oh man, okay.
I was just playing with that bet.
Yo, I got two games to stream.
Now Call of Duty better be Red Dead. It better, or it's over.
Nah, I'm down for that. Yeah, just whatever game. If I lose, I'll buy you whatever $60 game you want. If you lose, you buy me whatever.
Oh man, BG about to lose.
BG took the bet.
Man, I got confidence in Red Dead.
Listen, yeah.
Red Dead gonna be a better game. It ain't gonna sell.
Call of Duty got a campaign. I'm getting it.
What the last Call of Duty sold?
A lot.
It's a monster number though.
Maybe 30.
Yo, World War II was the highest selling game for the year. It came out in November. Even Infinite Warfare, which sucked, that sold everything.
Well,
even Black Ops 3.
You gotta put like a time limit on it.
No, BG.
Yeah, I need a time.
Call of Duty is always a top selling game every year.
Yeah, every year. It don't matter.
It is BG. I'm going It's supposed to be the top selling game. Yeah.
Don't talk him out. He made
19 million on PlayStation alone.
I'm good. What's the time limit though?
What you want to do, the first month or until December? What you want to do?
No, do it to the end. The end of the year.
Oh, end of the year.
Let's do the first month because the NP. That's what
the NPD. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay.
Because Okay. So both of them come out the same month.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought Call of Duty come out. Yeah. They do both come out October.
They come out the 12th.
October 12th, October 26th.
Yeah. It's both October.
I'm ride with that bet. I'm good with that.
Oh, wait a minute, Red Dead only gonna be out for 5 days in that bet.
Nah, but hold on, I'm about to say, don't Red Dead come out the end of October? That's not a good bet.
26.
That's not a good bet.
You comparing 5 days to 2 weeks, like come on.
Hey yo, all I gotta say, you're comparing the most favorited COD developers that's making probably the best COD series.
That is true. So
your best is doing a week. I would do a week. The week one.
Right? Yeah.
I'll do week one. The week whoever got the better week one.
Don't send that man the game, BG.
Hey yo, listen, it don't matter if you want to do week one.
BG, I ain't lie. You think that
I don't care what you want to do. Month 1, week 1, year 1. It don't matter. Call of Duty.
No, I'm gonna do week 1. I'm gonna do week 1.
Don't take that bet though. That was a troll bet I was making.
Yo, pride is the fall of man. That's all I gotta say. You know. Thanks, BG.
He said thanks.
Especially. So is the whole no story thing plausible? Are we believing that?
Somebody said they said debunked it.
Nah, they said it's debunked.
Yeah, that's debunked. It's gonna be there.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna still take the bet. I'm still take it.
You tripping, dog?
Nah, yeah, I can I'm buying it. They got campaign. I'm buying it.
I'm gonna see. Matter of fact, yo, if they do outsell it, you gotta buy Call of Duty and play. We're gonna live.
Nah, dog. That's not a condition. I'm not taking that condition. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
What you mean? It's the same thing.
Hey, J-Bar, hit that Patreon, J-Bar.
I will buy you the game. I'm not gonna play it though. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I forgot about it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yo,
he said I forgot.
Trust me. BG, Jack Move, y'all playing Call of Duty.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I want to see Jack play Call of Duty.
I'm trash at that game, bro.
Oh, Jimmy, you too. Don't worry about it, baby.
I'm gonna have it.
So let them know, fam.
I'm gonna have it.
When it comes to this Black Ops, this is what I do.
Yeah, it's facts.
I drop 75 kills on you easy.
Oh,
yo, grown men play Black Ops, dog. I mean,
oh man,
you said it right.
Battlefield.
No, you said it right.
No, I like Black Ops, but like it's not what it was no more. Like Black Ops 1 and 2, 3 was cool. But listen, it ain't hot no more. Black Ops, it ain't gonna be.
3 is actually my favorite COD this gen. I love
it. If I had to play any Call of Duty series, it would be Black Ops, but it ain't popping no more, man.
BG, come on home, bro.
I ain't playing that.
October, we coming home.
No,
man.
I'm good.
Chat Move and Jimmy Wick. Oh, and Bond got a PS4 too. Woo!
Oh, yeah, Bond got,
yeah, hit Bond up with that. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna save $20 each month Hey man, we getting it on the pop. What's that Patreon tier again? $40, $45?
No, man. It's something else. We got rid of it.
Oh, and Smooth too? Oh, Smooth coming on home. I ain't playing Call of Duty. I ain't playing a multiplayer game with Smooth.
That's cruel and unusual punishment. Anybody want to play that boo-boo?
Oh, man.
And Smooth too? Yo, ooh, it's gonna be a movie.
Nah, man.
Yo, hit the like button if y'all want to see that.
Oh,
Yo, hit the like button anyway.
Crazy.
Hit the like button anyway. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. What else we got left? Microsoft claimed that this is their biggest E3.
They say that shit every year, dog.
That's not what they said. That's not what they said. That's not what they said. It was worded some kind of way that they're saying that, but that's not what they said.
Oh, what they say, Jimmy?
I'm gonna have to look it up to make sure, but that's not what they said.
Xbox got the best catchphrases.
It's
the
a
best
catchphrase.
lineup, the best E3. They hot, man, with it.
It's some kind of statistic they used.
And then they say it's going to be the biggest E3 that they're going to have.
The most watched,
the biggest traveled, or something.
the most anticipated.
Here's the thing. It's the most important, like I said before, because Phil had this for 3-4 years to make these games or whatever. It's time for them to show it. They moved it to the Microsoft Theater to have this big ass skeptical. Now, if you come out and just show third parties and indie stuff, you're gonna fall flat in your face.
They're gonna have some stuff. They're gonna have some stuff.
People saying this is do or die for them this year.
It is.
Yo, every year
the generation is pretty much over, guys. I don't know what they talking about do or die. They didn't already die.
Because they have to prep for next gen. They have to prep now for next gen.
How do they sell you on yet another $500 console?
By showing us the games that's coming?
By
Show us a pipeline?
$400.
They have to build now for next gen, fam. They have no choice. This gen is done, but you have to continue to push forward. You got to show some bangers. You got to show what's coming over the next couple of years. They got to be some big ass titles. That way you can build a base for next gen. Because like I said, this gen is done, but you can't forget about what's coming up in the future. You can't forget about next gen.
But he don't like to talk about the future. He likes to keep it close to his chest.
Oh, he did say
that. That's the problem that we having right now. This man said that 4 years ago he's doubling down on first party and the games is going to be on the way and all that. And everybody's just like, okay, what games, my dude?
The next Xbox is absolutely going to be $400, guaranteed.
It won't be $5.
No.
Yeah, I think they kind of got to stick to that price.
Yeah, they're not going to do the 500 again. They just
don't think so. They gonna want it strong as fuck though. That's the thing. Like
maybe not.
If they want to keep that power narrative,
the whole streaming thing, playing games everywhere narrative. So it may be less power. Maybe they do the whole cloud thing. I mean, who knows? Nobody, and that's the problem. Nobody knows what the hell Microsoft is doing right now. But
they working.
Yeah, they cooking something up. I just don't know, what if E3 comes and they show us a ton of games, but what if those games don't just, if it's just not quite what you was looking for, you know what I'm saying? If it's,
well, that's kind of
that's supposedly 40 games in air quotes 40 games or something like that, and nobody knew what those games. Nobody remember.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Whatever Microsoft show, it won't get anybody excited, bro. You know why? Because gamers are entitled. Listen, people buy the Xbox, they want to feel that entitlement, like, yo, I bought this console and only this is on this console. Whatever they show is going to be on PC.
Yo, why are you so hard on Xbox?
He do got a point, though.
I got to be hard on them because, I spent mad money on this platform. I wasn't pleased. I keep it 100. I was not pleased. It's crazy when I bought more Xbox than PlayStation, and PlayStation my primary console. You know what I mean? I was buying an Xbox every year because I'm listening to Phil Spencer and all these Xbox podcasts, selling me the dream. I'm like, I can buy the new Elite controller. I can buy the revision of the new controller and all that stuff. I was buying
Microsoft like, we gonna sell this whole dream.
Hey man, you got finesse.
I get Xbox Play Anywhere, but that joint a mistake. Like Barry said, if they show something dope, everybody gonna say, I'm gonna get that joint on PC. I'll be saying it.
Pretty much anything they do, it's pretty much marketing towards the PC.
This community, since everybody, I don't look at it as like there's people that play. I don't look at everybody that's looking at Xbox games as everybody's just gonna go out and build a PC. You're gonna get the game, you're gonna get the game. If you have an Xbox, you're gonna get it on Xbox. I mean,
a lot of people
might be that rare person that decides to build a PC to play at that particular game just to say they did. But I don't look at it that way where it's like, well, where I look at it and everybody sees a hot game for Xbox and it's like, oh, I'm gonna get it on PC, because that's not really what it is. I mean, if you have an Xbox, and you're not gaming on a PC, you're getting it for Xbox.
You're gonna get no Xbox, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but most people have a PC of some sort.
Most people who in the community, or most people as far as the market,
probably in the community. I mean,
in the community, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, we're surrounded with a bunch of like nerds. I mean, yeah. And just speaking, I mean, that's what we are. Like,
you gotta watch your mouth move. A lot of these cats said, "I'm gonna buy it on PC." Probably only got a PS4. They ain't got no PC, but that's a good argument to say to make yourself feel good.
Or they need to say, "Hey, I need to get a PC. I'm getting one anyway. I'm just waiting for the price of the video cards to go down." Yada yada yada. It's just another segment of people that when Microsoft announced something, they'll be like, "Man, I'm just the best place to play this multiplayer or this game on the Xbox or whatever is, or that Microsoft is providing is on the PC."
Yeah, it's like for somehow everybody has like this beastly powered PC, especially in this day and age where GPUs are like super.
I just need Microsoft to come out and say that they're not that play to play online are gonna be free. That's the next step, because it's still BS. If you got an Xbox, they pretty much punishing you. They're punishing you to play on Xbox to play games online.
You think they're gonna walk away from them?
You're being punished, and I'm gonna try.
I think they'll incorporate those services together.
But you think they're gonna walk away from making like $3 billion a year to be like, oh, y'all get to play for free?
Nah, they're not.
That's part of their services. That
they'll incorporate.
Yeah, if they incorporate Game Pass and Xbox Live together, that would be probably the move to do.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I'm expecting that.
I don't see them doing that because it makes so much more money how they do it now, keeping everything separate.
Yeah, but it's more appealing if you put them together.
Yeah, but guess what? Anybody got an Xbox, they're already paying for Xbox Live anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know many people that have an Xbox without.
Yeah, but they could do like, you know what they could do? They could have like a Xbox Live Gold, Platinum, Silver.
But wait a minute, but Xbox Game Pass will still only be $10 on PC, right? Because they can't increase the price and then say it's more on PC because you don't.
Now it could be just Game Pass. And that'll be the placement for Gold. Game Pass, it'll be Game Pass. It's $10 a month. You get to play games online, and you'll get Game Pass. Something to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Scrap Gold,
like $1 right now.
No, they'll probably do like I said. They'll probably have like a silver service, a gold, a platinum, like different versions of it. Like for PC, for PC, you'll probably just pay what you pay now.
But most PC gamers want to play on Steam where they don't have to deal with any of that.
Well, that's the reason they're doing it, to get that money off of you so you don't go to Steam.
I will say, though, if Microsoft want to be an asshole and really stick to the competition, that's the way to do it, because Sony would be pissed if Microsoft did that.
That would be something.
Sony be pissed because they wouldn't want to make that move.
Sony probably going to do that next generation anyway, though.
Yeah, but remember, Sony said their biggest competitor is not really Microsoft; it's the PC. They want to keep people from going to PC.
Keep people in your ecosystem. Give them an incentive.
I mean, that's what's happening. I gotta say, like, I think Microsoft, their route was like, make games available everywhere. You know, because they didn't feel like, you know, forcing people, like kind of holding out the game so people come to Xbox will work. But I think it's actually working for Sony. I mean, like, even though Black Bond didn't pay for the PS4 he got, someone gave him the money for it. Even Black Bond got a PS4 now. Like, Sony's like, nah, we just gonna. It's like they starving you out. We just gonna starve you out until you eventually get a
play anywhere. Wasn't a
mistake. Let's turn it around. If Black Bond was offered an Xbox One right now, would you accept it?
Yeah, he said he would.
He's still waiting for me to send him one.
But he said if he get one, the only thing he gonna do is get Game Pass and just play them games. So
I'm jealous because if I've had gotten an Xbox, like the best time, if you gotten an Xbox now, it would be the best thing to do. Get an Xbox and just do Game Pass. You
good,
man.
All the way good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, BG playing the game right now. Ain't even got no topics this shit.
Like I said, I think it's dope. Folks get to play these games on PC, and that's dope. I get that aspect, but overall, on the grand scheme of it, Play Anywhere was a mistake on Xbox part, bro, because it devalues your box. What's the point?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. It brings in more revenue, but it does devalue the Xbox brand as a whole. people look at it differently. That's just the truth.
And that's the worst thing you can do, being in a position that Xbox is in at the current moment, right? You need every advantage you possibly can get.
You remember when Play Anywhere came out? Well, Microsoft still gets the money. That's what
How is Play Anywhere disadvantage for Xbox? Is it disadvantage for Xbox or disadvantage for like fans?
They talking about the Xbox brand, like
it devalues the actual Xbox, because even most stuff now that Microsoft is doing, like on the Xbox, it's not even called the Xbox store no more. It's called the Microsoft store. Like they are moving away from the word Xbox in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And this is another thing with this. It just devalues the actual Xbox name.
Yeah. You know what?
But the Xbox is supposed to be like entry level, and then if you want to get more advanced and hardcore, because they're still you go to PC. Exactly. That's all that is.
But they have an entry level Xbox.
But they're pushing.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's entry level.
Anybody want that entry level Xbox?
Entry level gaming. That's what we doing.
Real out here, man. The entry level Xbox.
I think that stuff goes beyond my care level, man.
Yeah.
At some point, it's just like, what can you do? Like, I think a lot of this shit is honestly just good for shit like this. Like, I mean, sure, I would love to have some fucking receipts to bring the Jabari on Twitter once a week, but like, I mean, at some point, it's just like, whatever.
Listen, man,
Jabari, you don't warm out, man. You don't warm out.
I just noticed a change of Smooth, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man, Smooth, we should go at it hard body. You know what I mean? In the Facebook groups, and now he's just so Phil Spencery. You know what I mean? Change, man. Accepting mediocrity because the Game Pass. And it's just crazy. Look at him saying, I don't care. I don't care no more. That's the
this thing that Phil Spencer as an adjective, my nigga. Like
Phil Spencer, that shit crazy.
But let's be real, yo. Every Xbox gamer, they be like, yo, but I don't care. Why should we care about this? Why should we? You wasn't saying that at the beginning of the generation. You was caring about exclusive. You was caring about all this stuff. Where's the same energy? Phil Spencer changed your narrative. That's all it is. He got to go.
Yeah, bro. I'm just waiting to embrace Nintendo with like Xbox. Like we gonna go in there.
Oh, you think they finna link up? Oh,
yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah. It's they're defeating the console.
They've always had a good relationship.
Microsoft, they're killing the console war. They're killing the console war, man. That's what they're doing.
Right now, you got to sign the Xbox Live to play Minecraft.
Yep.
Yo, if they allow me to sign into Xbox Live to play Donkey Kong, I'd do it.
Oh man,
I just want to be rewarded.
Anybody that buys Donkey Kong is a corporate slave. I said it on Twitter. I'm saying it here.
Why
man.
Hey, speak from your heart.
The port station is real when it comes to Nintendo. Nintendo does get a pass, man. These fanboys, they try to change the narrative.
Listen, they do, but it's Nintendo.
So maybe it's real or no?
You see what I'm saying? Look what Kratos said.
Listen, man. All right, listen.
Yeah, that review score shit was funny as shit. Okay.
The 70, then they got a 9.
That is sick.
I got a 6 in front, then they got a 9.
I laugh. I know.
But the funny thing is, the first comment was like, well, what's the big deal? It's only 3 points higher. I'm like, yeah.
Obviously, portability means 3 more points.
True. But you know what? In some of the upgraded looks and stuff, I don't know. But either way, the game was rated high. So
that's a huge difference.
But you listen, Nintendo will always get a pass. We can always agree. Nintendo is always going to get a pass. And they're playing on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're competing, but they're not competing.
They just know their fan base. Except
they got their own. Yeah, they got their own fan base.
They earned some of it.
Look at the Labo. Look at the Labo. The Labo came out. Nobody complained about it. What did they say about the Labo? I mean, it's not for me. So what is not for you? It's a dog shit idea. You know what I'm saying? Speak up about it. It's trash. If it was a PlayStation come out with the Wonder Book, right? If PlayStation really came out with the Wonder Book and pushing the Wonder Book, you have Nintendo fans be like, this is garbage. Even VR, they were bashing VR. I see Nintendo fans on Twitter bashing VR. But guess what they're doing? They hyping up this Labo where you can put a cardboard visor on your head.
Look, you
just
what did it sell?
When they sell? Did it do good? Did it flop?
I
think it did real.
I hope it flops. I want that joint to die.
Floppo.
Yeah, anytime a Nintendo fan talks about PlayStation VR, you just remind them of Virtual Boy and then shut them down.
Oh man.
Well,
last thing, no, actually 2 more things. There was a rumor Shadow of the Tomb Raider would be 4K 60 on Xbox. It's not.
Yeah, that kind of was.
I heard that on Planet Xbox. So what's going on?
Hey, this is what we did. We did it properly. What we did was we did it properly. We showed the video. We talked about it. We showed the video, what came out the developer's mouth, and then we commented on our expectations. We did it properly.
Okay.
We didn't share that it's
so what's the proper information? It's 4K 60. It's 4K 30.
4K 30.
1080p 60. Okay.
Like the old game.
Hey, I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's a good option. That's a great option.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. And lastly, any E3 predictions or aside from what we know is like the predictable stuff, any things you're not expecting? Anybody got any predictions?
Oh, something that we not expecting?
Yeah.
Shenmue 3 release date? I hope.
Possible PlayStation 5 talking about PS5, the next generation.
Yep.
I say a Resistance or Infamous remaster.
Or SOCOM.
Hey, Jack, keep your mouth shut, dog. You like Sly Cooper. I ain't trying to.
Hey, you finna stop disrespect Sly Cooper too, BG.
Hey, man,
that game fire.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamar, talk to this dude, man. Hating on Sly Cooper, bro. Shit crazy.
I love Infamous. I hope they do an Infamous remaster.
Yeah.
I want to play as
the back alley abortion version of any platformer.
Stop this, man. The Sly disrespect gotta stop with you, bro. This is crazy.
I'm expecting to hear about a new video.
That's the lump of coal platformer.
Yeah, Resistance.
Oh man.
Yo, I think Microsoft going to announce all these Japanese games on Xbox. You know, the Yakuza's near. They're going to announce all them games coming to Xbox.
Oh shit.
Oh, that'll be fire.
Hopefully, they're third party. You know what I'm saying? They should be.
When Sega did all that stuff, when they was at Microsoft, I know these developers, these companies do this type of stuff, but they was just being mad extra, showing pictures, hey, we here and all this stuff. And then I really think that they're going to announce like Yakuza and all them games are going to be dropping on Xbox.
Yeah.
I hope them games don't come to Xbox.
Xbox predictions. I don't know, man. I want an Ori release date. Ori, no.
Oh yeah, we got to get one. We should.
Yeah, I want one.
Wasn't that supposed to come out this year?
Rand said 2019.
2019 is what
I want to see Crackdown 3, and has it changed any from when we last saw it at Comic-Con?
If they don't show the E3, that joint canceled. The release date of E3, that joint is canceled.
You think so?
It needed to come out by the last of June. If not, then from what I hear, it's going to be canceled because it needs to come out by the spring.
Yo, what if Fable Legends come back and everybody? That's the Fable game. Like we reworked it.
Nah, that ain't happening. But
I did like Fable Legends. I like that.
I did too.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was dope.
Okay. But I do think Microsoft is going to have a good show. It's just the impact is not going to be there because there's nothing really tied to that box. That's just my whole gist of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's the future that we're going to have to live with when it comes to Xbox. It's not going to be tied to any particular piece of hardware anymore.
My man said Scalebound. Oh damn.
Hey yo, Scalebound got the Thanos treatment. Real talk.
Oh man,
it's wrong for that.
One day, bro, I still got hopes for that game, bro. That somebody can pick it up.
That could have been the
Platinum does. Doesn't Microsoft own that IP?
That's Microsoft's IP.
Yeah, they own it. Yeah.
Okay.
Forget them shrimp dip fuckers.
Wait a minute. What?
Hold up, yo. You for the Japanese game.
What you say? Did you say developers of Scalebound had shrimp dicks, bro? They can be viewed as racist. Move. Hold on, fam.
I can't stand them dudes. I really can't.
No, man. This is crazy.
Dog. Scum of the industry.
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
Hey, I don't fuck Platinum Games either. You know what? Talk their talk, move. Let's go.
Why they just scum of the industry? Because they didn't complete the game?
Yeah, they had a job to do. They couldn't do it.
Well, who canceled it?
They canceled it.
Nah, Microsoft.
Microsoft canceled because they had no choice but to.
Yeah, because they wanted more money.
Yeah.
Yo, what was dude saying? Platinum was using that money to make Nier.
Yeah, like why didn't Microsoft Microsoft, if that was the case, why didn't Microsoft like sue them for that? Ain't that like
that's illegal? Yeah.
No,
Maybe they didn't have enough evidence.
They ain't got.
I think y'all just created that story just to feel good.
Listen, from what we hear, how Microsoft treat their devs and their teams, tearing them up and trying to take their control freedom from them. I mean, that's Microsoft's problem.
Yeah, you hear that?
Look at Sony. Sony sit back and let the devs take all the time they want, do whatever they want to do, and they
finish your game, Corey.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to all the patrons, the super chats, everybody who hit the like button. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you do that now.
No doubt.
All the dislike is kind of strong over there, bro.
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
I jumped lifting weights. What's going on over there?
Oh damn!
Damn, what we do? What we do, y'all? This shit crazy.
It's a bunch of Xbox dudes in the chat, man. They were unhappy with this panel.
Man, I'm sorry. Yo.
Hey man, you already know who those are. So, but
goddamn ponies.
But they lended the views, so we still appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button. I just want to review, just go over some of the super chats that we missed today. Hold on.
Almost 444 dislikes, right? If all y'all donate $1, y'all can get an alternative podcast to listen to. Think about it.
You can fund BG's bets.
Real quick, let me just read through this. Trowned by Fire do not support buggy, no content games like State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, demand higher quality. Hellblade was a budget title too and was polished. Andrew Wilkins, Smooth. If you don't call Bout AAA exclusives, then why did you make that whack ass Halo, Gears, and Forza song? Oh, if you don't, he meant,
oh my god!
He said, he meant care. He wrote call, but he said, if
I don't care about why did I make Halo, Gears, and Forza,
the song,
that's on fire.
I wanted to go on top of the joke before anybody else did, so I capitalized on it.
Okay. So. Tony Wood, yo, BG, Kid Smooth hurting the numbers, fam. Please ask your guest to call off the dogs. Trial by Fire again. Smooth. Didn't people talk about the quality of Hellblade discount game? No. So what's the difference? So what's the difference? One is PS4 and the other is Xbox. Stop crying.
It's overrated.
Give by your heart. Trial by Fire.
I've been had skills.
Playing it on Xbox too. So just to.
I've been had skills. Xbox doesn't announce a new exclusive. If Xbox doesn't announce a new exclusive IP, it's good game, fam.
Oh, man,
A1 Knowledge, if they made Halo a third-person RPG, I'd be down. And Gamer M, how the fuck is or does a service help Xbox?
Ask that 2.25 billion they just made.
You see what I'm saying? Microsoft still makes the money. You see what
You remember you were asking, but Xbox don't sell games. They don't have no games to sell, and Xbox One ain't selling. So how do they make 2.25 billion?
Like
so obviously
Xbox,
services.
The service. Yeah, we went over that.
This shit crazy.
You sound like
a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
Like if one of these ghetto bitches on the corner was an Xbox fan, that's what it would sound like. Oh my god.
We know what's getting clipped.
We're gonna get out of here. Let's do these outros. Smooth.
What's up? It's Best About Kid Smooth. Join me for my happy birthday stream probably in the next half an hour. I don't know what I'm streaming yet, but good show, guys. Good show, guys.
All right, J-Dub.
Thanks for rocking out, guys. It's been awesome. Thanks for the invite, panel. You know, as usual, it's always good chopping it up with you guys.
All right, Fame.
Yo, appreciate you coming. Everybody coming through. Appreciate you having me on, man. Make sure you guys check out my small little humble channel. Make sure you guys check out ticgn.com.
All right.
Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. Everybody enjoy your rest of your weekend and hit the like button, please. Peace.
And Jack.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in this week, man. YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Jack Move Johnny. Check me out.
Barry.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate the invite. Also, happy birthday to my man Smooth. Yo, Smooth, my dude, man. I respect Smooth a lot, man. He keeps his stance. You know what I mean? He's not like one of those dudes that be switching up all the time. But definitely appreciate it, man. TOA, the online arcade tournaments coming up the end of the month. Hopefully, you guys can come through on the Twitch channel. Check out some tournaments, man. And the next half of the year for the tournaments is definitely going to come up because we want to have a few new games. So we're going to be announcing that very soon, man. But thanks for the invite once again, man.
All right. Goddamn, God of War always make my PS4 take off into outer space, dog. This shit
like a jet, G.
Man. That's all. That's 4.2 T flops at work.
Fam, that joint's about to take off.
Because of room, Dusty BG.
Yo, Kratos, I would like to say thank you in advance too, man.
Why you think of
winning that PlayStation 4 Pro? Yeah.
Oh,
next gen, bro. Next gen, I ain't buying no new console.
Oh man.
Yo, Jabari, stop lying. You know you're gonna be the first one on that line, bro.
Listen, man, I'm retweeting everything my man Kratos says, bro. I'm trying to get this.
I got you. Oh, man.
All right, y'all. We out. We just going. Anybody who wants to stay for the After Dark, we just gonna record it. We're not gonna do it live this week. We'll do it live. Well, yeah, we'll do what we do. But yeah, we out, y'all. Peace.
all right.
Yeah.